I know. I don't know how it's mute. I don't know. I don't know what I've done. Yeah, big up everyone. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I am just waiting for Uncle Rodz. I'm just waiting for Uncle Rodz, man. I don't know what's happening, guys. I just don't know what happened. It just went. I was speaking. It just went on mute. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault, people. I am here. I am here. Yeah. So I thought let me come on, do a stream. Obviously, late night stream. I haven't done for a while. Um, it's just it's YouTube, guys. What can you do, man? You can't find a slot. You can't find a slot. Yeah, no pun intended. You can't find a slot, where you can do your own streams while you're not stepping over other people. If you know what I mean. That's why it's difficult for us small guys to grow. But we're never gonna give up. We're still gonna be getting there and trying our best. Obviously, I done a stream yesterday. It was quite good. Really liked the stream yesterday, and I like the watch along that we did, obviously with England as well. I took one day off, but yeah, I'm back tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow. First thing around 10 a.m. I want to discuss a transfer with you guys, as we did already in the previous stream. We talked about Diamande and who was it? Diamande and Onana. Yeah, Aston Villa's Onana, like a DM and obviously a winger. Now I'm going to discuss two players, which are a central midfielder and a winger who's left-footed, basically, which I like. I like what I see. I've been told of both of them, so I thought let me look at them and see what they provide as players. And I like what I see. It's Conceição, the former Porto player, and Smith. He's a Dutch international. I think he's a Dutch international by now. He's a young kid as well. So yeah, them two I'm looking at. I think that's something we've got to be looking at for next summer. Hopefully they come through the door. Yeah, so yeah, as I was saying, guys, I'm just waiting for Uncle Rodz and we could discuss football as we normally do. And life in general. That's what I'm here for. Let me get to the chat while he's getting ready to come on. He needs an entrance in it, man. He's too good for us, if you know what I mean. Oh, come on, Juju, please. No more slotting. Please, just give me a break with that, man. I can't do with the slotting. Now I'm hearing there's a lot of actual whispers around YouTube and Twitter about Alonso is on the verge. You know what I mean? Hopefully in the summer he'll be here. But I've been told there's a lot of rubbish as well. So we're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see, man. Big up, club, my brother. I hope you're okay, man. What did you say? Was you having fun on Copish? Yeah, man. I was just joking about and putting the comments on there, man. You got to cheer everyone up, you know what I mean, Clive? Because there's too much disappointments that there. We're having a go at each other. We forgot the focus of Liverpool Football Club, and now our fan base we're in such a mess. We're having a go at each other back and forth. Me with Grizz, Kobish and Hussam, you know what I mean? It's just, it's too much, man. I can't keep going on with this stuff. I gotta, change my ways, as they say. Let me bring Uncle Rodz on. Here he is. Yes, Unks. Oh, you alright?
You hear what's going on, man? I'm all right, still.
Yeah, man. I was just saying, like, what's going on around YouTube, innit, and all that stuff in regards to, the fan base in disarray at the moment. Everybody's, having a go at someone's having a go at someone. I'm having a go at Grizz. Well, I'm not having a go at Grizz. It wasn't my fault.
You are.
Well, I am. I'm a bad boy. I can be a bad boy if I want to be. And then you got the other guys, Hussam and Kopish as well, man, about certain stuff. We're gonna discuss, actually. We should discuss those two players, because I think it's kind of unfair. The way they've been talked about, and sometimes you got to look at it from a point of view of other fans, of the same club. Then it probably clears up what both parties are trying to do, if you know what I mean, Uncle Rodz. But we could start with that if you want. What do you think of these two, mate? Like Mane and Salah comparison. Like, they're comparing these two players. Who's important? Who's not important? Where do you stand with that stuff, Uncle Rodz?
I do think that Mane went unappreciated at Liverpool, and
Why do you think that?
Yeah, he done a lot of important things. Do you know what I mean? Because I think if you look at it, before Salah, there was Mane.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? that was propping up sticks and that. He needs to do doing it.
Yeah.
And then also when Salah came, he moved out to the left, and he was still just as important on the left hand side,
Yeah.
if not more important actually. To be fair,
Yeah.
and then the right hand side. Do you know what I mean? He's
Mhm.
always had to. I felt that he's always had to in his time at Liverpool. He's always had to accommodate Salah. Do you know what I mean? It was like all about Salah. You know what I mean? And you know, that kind of hindered his game. But he's just a phenomenal player, and you know, I've always rated him more than what I rated Salah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always rated him more. So, don't get me wrong, Salah's an amazing player.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? But I've always like rated him more than what I've rated.
Why do you rate him? What hold up for? Big up, Rodz. Yeah, Ian Callaghan is great, man. Listen, I've studied Liverpool. I know Liverpool from the old days. You know, what I mean, I know who he is. He's got the most appearances. He's won a lot of stuff for Liverpool Football Club, obviously, and all that stuff. You know, like he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. I agree with you 100%. He should be up there with the greatest.
He's over 700 appearances for Liverpool, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's over that. I think it's over eight, something like that. Yeah, it's madness appearances.
Was it 1960 to 1980 or something like that? Or
he was part of that FA Cup winning team. He used to be a right winger. Then he transferred himself to a midfielder. So yeah, the guy was amazing. I haven't met him. I mean, I met a lot of legends, but I haven't met him. So yeah, he's a Scouser as well. You know what I mean? He's from Toxteth, so he's a very, very, you know, homegrown player, guys. If you know what I mean. Yeah, Ian Callaghan's amazing, guys. If you don't know him, check him out. You're gonna enjoy what you see. I like watching him because he was like a flying right winger, and then with age he became more central after that. Yeah, if you know what I mean. So yeah. He deserves. Listen, he should be up there with the greatest, in my opinion. So it's about 857 appearances for Liverpool Football Club, 68 goals. You know what I mean? From 1960 to 1978, he's been at Liverpool.
Yeah, 78. Yeah.
So yeah, the guy is phenomenal, man. Deserves more respect. But look at Billy Little. I haven't put on the list as well, man. I forgot that guy was so good. They named him the team after him. They said Liverpool, you know what I mean? And he was the accountant for Liverpool Football Club at the same time as well. So you know what I mean? There's a lot of players in there. Kevin Keegan, you could talk about as well. Ian St. John, you know, and there's so many players like you could put on that list that are put out. But you know, it is what it is. Somebody has to miss out sometimes. But yo, spot on, Raj, spot on, bro. Big up, man. Big up, Mr. Michael, man. Yes, of course, Clive, Michael, yes. LFC sucks at the moment. Yeah, 100%. We suck, man. Come on. Big up, Cop Father, my brother. I hope you're okay, my guy. Just going through the comments, guys. I'm not going to miss out your comments. Don't worry. I'm just going to see who's on in it. Big up, Dan. Big up, my guy. Big up, Rafi as well. Rafi's in the house. Quick question. What are you saying, bro? Question. Do you see us offloading Gakpo? Maybe, bro. But he's just signed a contract. You know what I mean? Over 200,000 a week. So it depends, innit? I think people are harsh on Gakpo. In my honest opinion, the reason I say that is because it's been a terrible season for a lot of players. He's not the only one that's playing badly. So if you're targeting him, you should target other players too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think it's unfair. I think it's just this coach he has got no tactics. What you see of the players is a mirror image of the coach. I've always said that to you guys when Jurgen was here. I said that to you. What we see on the pitch is a mirror image of Jurgen. What we see on the pitch is a mirror image of Arne Slot. That's why the players are playing pretty badly. So if you don't put them in their right position, you don't tell them what to do. You know, at certain moments, this is the results you're gonna get. I've never seen Gakpo change his way of football because he hasn't been told. I mean, if I was a coach, you know, I'll show him the videos and the mistakes that he does, and then we'll solve it from there. But I don't think they do, man. Because if you're making the same mistakes every game that you play, then what are you actually doing in the training ground? Practically nothing. And I think Virgil said we did 20-minute training or something like that in the last game. And this is how it is at Liverpool Football Club, guys. We're just in a mess at the moment. But carry on, Unks, what were you saying about
no, I just think, you know,
Mane and Salah?
Yeah, I think went unappreciated. You know what I mean? He was always had to accommodate
Yeah,
Salah, and I think I took a bit from his game, but he was just as phenomenal as
yeah,
Salah.
yeah,
I mean, we can talk about Salah breaking records because obviously, he stayed longer than Mane. But if I was Mane, then I would have left. I would have left the time that he left. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
I would have left when he left. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
what you got to think about is like this.
yeah,
When I say that, sort of like Mane was a phenomenal player. Remember like when Salah was getting the golden boot, Mane was
yeah,
getting it as well.
yeah,
They had to share it.
yeah,
Remember, they had to share it. And
yeah,
that happened in 2 seasons, didn't they? That happened in two
yeah,
seasons where they scored. There was top scorer in the league,
yeah,
both of them.
yeah,
So come on now, you can't tell me at the end of the day that Mane wasn't just as important as Salah was. We had, put it this way, at one time we had the ideal wingers.
yeah,
We had the ideal wingers, and we had attack coming from all angles. Because
yeah,
remember, at the day you had like Mane on the left, Salah on the right, then you had
yeah,
Firmino through the middle. That was
yeah,
knitting everything together.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Literally stitching everything together.
yeah,
It couldn't work. It couldn't work. That's another thing as well. We got to think about
mm,
as well. We also got to
mm.
think about all that with Mane and Salah couldn't work properly.
That's funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
carry on. I
it
saw a comment.
couldn't really work properly at the day. Mane and Salah debate.
Debate is a micro penis competition. No one cares who wins. Yeah.
Michael
Come on,
Peterson.
Cop Father, man. Get in there, bro.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as phenomenal as like Salah was, and as phenomenal as Mane was, right?
Yeah.
We got to think. What you got to think about is that doesn't work. Right? Doesn't work without sort of like Firmino.
Yeah.
It didn't work without Firmino. Do you know what I mean? It
I
was
think
like,
it's a silly debate. I think it's just a silly debate. You know what I mean? But they're grown men. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They are friends, isn't it? At the end of the day, but it's a silly debate. I'll tell you why it's a silly debate, Unks. Yeah. Salah has his contributions as a player, what he done for Liverpool Football Club in regards to record breaking and trophies and all that stuff, and what he did last season. Commend him for that. Great man, great player. But Mane, people forget. If Mane didn't get us back into the Champions League that season when he arrived, would we have the likes of Salah and all these other players?
yeah,
There you go, people. So even though Salah is obviously got more of a legacy, but so has Mane, in my opinion. If you ask me both, I'm a Mane fan. Why do you ask me I'm more of a Mane fan? It's not because of his color of his skin or anything like that. They're both Muslims. You know what I mean? I'm from Saudi. So the reason I say Mane, because Mane, if we did it all over again, we're still going to need a Mane to get us back to the top again, if you know what I mean, rather than an individual player, which Salah is. Mane is a team player. Mane sacrifices a lot in his game for the team. That's the difference between them two. But I would never, make competition with both of them. I'll tell you why. Because you got to think about it. Before we made that, the rivals made that competition with them two, we was all right. We had no issues. We had no problems. As soon as, the egos started coming into it, Salah versus Mane, and they clashed. Obviously, let's just be honest, they have clashed. Multiple times, off the pitch as well as on the pitch and all that stuff. That's where Liverpool, wasn't Liverpool anymore, and slowly egos came into the football club, and then a lot of players had to leave because of that. But you got to look at it, guys. When Giggs and Beckham was playing for Man United, did anyone put them as rivals? You know what I mean? With Ronaldo and Giggs and Tevez and Rooney, was anyone putting them as rivals? No. It's just like we just fell for the trap of the rival fans. They made us think like our players are rivals, and all of a sudden we're still speaking about it in the same way, which it shouldn't be. They both got different qualities for the football club, and they both produce something that not many great players at Liverpool, including Steven Gerrard, have never achieved, which is Champions League football. Obviously, won Champions League and the Premier League, one season after another, and etc. More trophies. Every season they've been at Liverpool, there's always trophies, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, you got to give them credit, both, man. You got to give credit to both of them. Don't ever like separate both the players, because when you separate them, it doesn't make sense. It's like when you say Firmino if he wasn't a striker, would Mane and Salah be as good as they were? I don't think so. So you need all that together in order for you
You
to
know, all the
get to the
ingredients.
destination. Yeah, you need all the ingredients. Yes, that's the word. You need
Yeah,
all the ingredients to get that to the top, if you know what I mean. And that's what people don't talk about. You know what I mean? I honestly think the rivals have made this problem, and it's the reason where we're at where we at, Unks. To be fair.
yeah, no, I totally agree with you, mate. I totally agree with you, and that's what it is. But like, you know, I've always had been at the thought of
Yeah.
like Mane did not get all the credit that he deserved to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think he was used as a scapegoat in order to sort of like Salah to get 400 grand a week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because I was never going to give both of them sort of like
No.
that amount of money. Do you know
Oh
what I
no.
mean?
Oh no.
I'm never going to do that. So like, Mane must have thought to himself, well, look, I put in as much hard work as what he does, and it
Yeah.
shows in my stats and everything. Like,
Yeah.
it shows to the fact that then they like 2 seasons. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's 2 seasons in a row, but I know it was 2 seasons
Yeah.
that they finished top scorer in the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's probably Mane's probably thinking like that I'm just as big as I'm just as big. You know, I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
as good as my man. I'm
I
just
might
as,
not produce the goals, but I'll do the other work. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
and
how it is. Yeah.
that's another thing as well, right? That's another thing. It's like why I rate Mane sort of like more than what I rate Salah.
Mm.
It's because Mane was an all-round player. He did. Mane did more for the team than what Salah did, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because he'll get back and defend. You know what I mean? He'll drop into midfield, and plus he'd be up there picking up the balls to sort of like score. Remember that goal? Remember that goal he scored against? I think it was Everton. He scored a goal against Everton.
Yeah, hit the post, Sturridge, and he came out of
Sorry,
nowhere.
post,
Yeah.
and he needed a follow up. You have to be in the right place at the right time for all that.
100%. 100%, man.
Yeah, because the fact is, mate, like couple of inches more, yeah, he might have been offside.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Couple of inches more back, he might not be able to latch onto that ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you had to be in the right position at the right time, and time his run perfect to actually do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, so that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, look, Mane was ripping up trees before Salah came. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Salah comes in, he has that fantastic season at the end of the day. It was fantastic.
Mm.
But I think ever since he had that fantastic season, I think at the end of the day, so like, you know, the attention switched to Salah ever since then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Which is sad because people forget, like, if you look at Mane, he sacrificed his own position in the team for Salah to be, you know, taking the right hand side. You know what I mean? So,
Twice.
So it goes to show, you know what I mean? It goes to show what sacrifices Mane made, you know, for the benefit of the team. I've always said it. I'm not that type of fan that, you know, supports only players. You know what I mean? I'm a Liverpool fan, which means I support everything about Liverpool, including the players. I don't rival them together or anything like that because I don't believe we should be doing that. You know what I mean? It's what the team as a whole does for the football club rather than individuals. If you know what I mean? Because if it's only about the individuals, then you know, you got to look at the other players. They might not feel as important, and they will probably underperform eventually. So treat everyone the same. I think when Liverpool were at their best is when the wages were close together. We forget about that as well, guys. Like, everybody didn't complain about who's got the highest wages, anything like that. When the wages were together close is when we was at our best because nobody felt superior to the other players, if you know what I mean, Uncle. As soon as we separated with the wages, everything just went astray, in my opinion, and we haven't recovered from that since. If you agree or disagree with me, Hunks.
No, yeah. I mean, there's quite a few things at the day. There's quite a few things that has happened in Liverpool in the last 20 years. Do you know what I mean? That we have found it hard to sort of like, you know, recover from, or we will recover from it, but then we just go back to it. Do you know what I mean? You know, like put it this way: before the Jurgen Klopp came in, Liverpool was the shambles of their former self.
Oh, 100%. We were shite, man.
Shambles.
I gave up at that time. Anyway.
Shambles. So Then you got this wonderful man comes in, and he just like he puts back standards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Liverpool, when you think about it, when you look at Jurgen Klopp and what he's done for Liverpool, right? You can sum it up short to say that in the day, right?
Yeah.
The reason why it worked for Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool, because what he did, he brought back the standards.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you know how ironic that is that he took a German guy, a person at the day that's sort of like you think at the day, obviously not one at the day is not from this country.
Yeah.
Right? And you probably think at the day that people probably think that he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
But he got it. Since he came into Liverpool,
100%.
he got it. So what he did at the day, he brought slowly and slowly he brought back the standards of Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah.
This is what it means to play for Liverpool.
Yeah.
It means more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put that a standard. So you had that for 9 years and basically and he's another person that went unappreciated. You know what I mean?
Angst, you know, I could hear that feedback for the last time. It's the same thing. Your voice, I can't hear properly. It's very, I don't know, man. It's whenever you don't have the earpiece on for some reason.
Yeah.
So let me just read this comment anyway. This week is the anniversary when Wales played Scotland for a place in the 1978 World Cup at Anfield. In 77, Scotland won 2-0. Went to Argentina where they lost to Iran, if I remember. God damn, Raj.
How's that?
Big up, Raj. Yeah. Big up, Raj. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's a lot of feedback when I hear it. It's like, I don't know, man. It's not clear enough, if you know what I mean. I could just about hear you. Yeah, it's much better with the earpiece, to be fair.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. Godfather in the house. Yes. Yeah, guys. Big up, brothers and sisters, man. Of course, I've seen you guys. I'm just going through the comments, guys. I don't want to be rude to anybody, if you know what I mean. Appreciate you, man. Always appreciate you guys arriving, man. Because, you know, we go back and forth with each other, don't we, man? Mane Salah debate, yes, we saw this one. It's the, what's it saying? It's our biggest issue. We go into camps instead of being Liverpool FC. We became Player FC. That's what I'm saying, bro. Things are like, if you look at the issues that we face right nowadays, which we stepped away from, when Klopp was here, we was more of a team. Now we look at ourselves, we're more individual based again, and players, you know, think they're bigger than the other players, etc. That's something, that complacency wasn't, you know, around when Klopp was around. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. It's a dangerous game to play when you got individual players rather than a team. And you know, when players are saying, "I don't want to defend, I want to stay forward," that means, you know, you're looking at only for number one. Looking at for only number one, and that's what the issue arises. Since that's happened, look at us now. I mean, obviously we won a Premier League, but look at us now. We expect the player probably expected the same thing in this season as well, which we're talking about Salah, and it's not happening for him because we brought in strikers that can score goals now. We no longer need him to score the goals. We want him to create goals and play, you know, more as a team player, and it's just not working out. It's sad. It's really, really sad. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, I've always had that thought about, you know, I'd rather have a team than just, you know, great players that don't want to connect on the pitch. They're only out there for themselves. It's sad. It's really, really sad, man. I support Liverpool, not a fucking shirt number. There you go, bro. Be honest about yourself, man. Be honest about yourself. Yeah, so that's how it is with Mane and Salah, guys. I'm not going to be sitting here telling you guys, like, I like Mane, I like Salah, whatever it is. The reason I prefer Mane is because, you know, he has more of a teamwork rather than individual, if you know what I mean. I'm that type of player when I used to play football. So I expect everybody else to be the same as that as well. You know what I mean? If you're watching something, you'd rather watch something that's, you know, beneficial for your football club rather than, you know, just one-off kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, it's sad. It's really, really sad. We're having a debate about those two great players every single time on social media, which we shouldn't really. We should be happy we had both. You know what I mean? Both of those players were great. Both of those players were giving it their all for us in the football pitch. So I don't see where that comes from, or this, back and forth about these two. Just leave them to it, man. They were great. Yeah, big up, touchline, my brother. Big up, man. Yeah, so I've just come on here. Obviously, Uncle Rodz and myself, we're gonna just discuss football and life in general. You guys can participate if you want. You could talk about anything you want. You could ask me any questions, and I'll answer whatever you want me to. That's what I am here for. Yeah. I just want to know as well, guys. Like, what do you think of the state of football nowadays? Like, is it enjoyable? Has football changed? What's happened to that? The game that we love, the beautiful game as we call it. What's happened to that? That's something we've got to discuss as well. If you want to talk about anything like in regards to about me or Uncle Rodz, let us know as well. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if you guys know us, truly. If you want to ask questions about life in general, we're here for that too, man. Yeah, Unks, I ended up with a Salah and Mane debate because there shouldn't be a debate. We should be grateful they both play for Liverpool Football Club, mate.
Yeah. We should be. It's just that sort of like people want to, sort of like cause a divide. People like sort of like I hate to say it, and think that people like Hassan wants to cause a divide. You know what I mean? Showing favoritism towards Salah. Judge Mo showing favoritism towards Salah. And I think to myself, you don't even support Liverpool. Your team's into Milan. So what are you talking about?
These Egyptian,
you know what I mean?
loves these Egyptian players, isn't it?
Yeah, but like, but saying that now, don't say he's from the Middle East when he's not from the Middle East. He's from Africa. As much as
that is Africa, yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that as much as like there might be some demographic of like Africa, or even them guys probably don't accept themselves as being African. It might be something like that, but at the end of the day, you're African. You know what I mean? It's like me now. You know what I mean? It's like sort of like when I was in school, growing up in school, and I think that.
Yeah.
The people just cuss you and say go back to your own country.
Or you told them like I was born here, but yeah, where are you originally from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. No, where are you originally from, mate?
Yeah, I'm originally from here. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
They still don't want to know.
Exactly. So it still stands at the day, regardless of sort of like he's an African. Do you know what I mean? So
Victor, calm down. You're insulting my friend there, bro. Not like that, man.
Who, Victor?
That's a bit too much, man.
Huh?
Yeah, he's insulting him. He's Judge Mo. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's not that.
Yeah. But yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's just a fact at the day, sort of like.
No. What people need to understand is, Unks, yeah. I know them both in it. I know all of them in it. I know all that stuff.
That's wrong, isn't it?
Sometimes, like it is wrong. Sometimes when you look at football, guys, you got to look at where people are from. They don't see football the same as that you do. You know what I mean? They're different, if you know what I mean. So you have to educate them sometimes to tell them how we see football, because we're from the home of football. They come in to watch the league that we watch, that we grew up on. Some people are born on, obviously, watching this league. So, like Uncle Rodz. And if you don't tell them what it's all about, this is where their way of thinking comes in, and they think differently to the rest of the people. Instead of like going on until like someone is right, just stop it, nip it in the bud in the beginning, and just let them know what the Premier League is all about, English football is all about, how we judge people, how we judge games, how we judge everything around it. You know what I mean? And then maybe it will be clearer for them, because the way they come into it is from an outsider. Don't forget, they're not insiders either. They're from the outside. So you just have to show them the guidance, and I think everything will be all right after that. But yeah, I don't want to keep going on about the Mane and Salah. I hope we're clear enough, for people to understand. Like, you don't need to like compare them to. They both got their own way of, playing and excitement and all that stuff. Yeah, Unks, what I want to ask you, like, even the chat, what do you think of the state of football nowadays, mate? Like, are you enjoying it, really? Like, forget about Liverpool not winning the title or whatever it is. Even the last few seasons, like, has football changed, or is it just me, mate?
It's got worse. It gets worse in some state.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah. Well, I take this down, right? PSG, for the second time, I've got certain games got a game rearranged. Yeah, right. They had one. They had one game against. They had the one game. I can't remember who was playing. I don't know if it's Marseille or one of them teams. I don't know,
Yeah.
right? But it fell in between them playing sort of like Chelsea in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got that pushed. They got that pushed forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pushed backward or forward, whatever. Right? Rescheduled. Yes, they rescheduled. They got that rescheduled. Understand me?
Yeah.
Now they're playing us in the Champions League. Yeah. They've got the game against Lons at the day rescheduled. And it's all to accommodate them. So face it, in there we have to play sort of like we have to literally play Man City. Then I think on a Wednesday we play then on Wednesday we play PSG
away,
right? Away, and then Saturday we got Fulham at home, and then Tuesday we play PSG at Anfield.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, whilst they sort of like, are able to get games rescheduled. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
FIFA's allowing that, yeah?
Yeah.
Real Madrid has also done that as well.
Oh, yeah. They've been doing that for years. They've been doing that for years.
Right.
Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, all of them.
Yeah. But I don't think Bayern Munich as such, but I know. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
No, their own countries look after them, monks. That's what they do to give them a rest before they play us and all. Or they play other teams, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
This is how it is.
Yeah.
They're within their right. They can do that. It's not cheating. It's up to that country, isn't it? The way they want to like.
Yeah.
England. It's not like England can't do it as well. If you know what I mean. We can do it, but we choose not to. If you know what I mean. That's the difference between us and those other countries. But like you said, like at least have that decency as a football club. Like don't, if that club is playing the same time as you, play the same time as them. Don't do this. I have to get advantage and all that stuff in order for us to beat them. You're already a good team. You don't really need that, do you? If you think about it, so
to me at the day, it's an unfair advantage that's been grasped by FIFA. Now,
well, that's football nowadays. It's all about money, isn't it?
Exactly. That's exactly my point. Exactly my point.
Football is corrupt, Unks. You know what I mean? As long as you get these people, you saw FIFA, you saw UEFA when they were charged with a lot of stuff, and not only that, you got look at the ownerships in the Premier League now. We no longer own our own football clubs. It's overseas, especially America, that owns. Who's more corrupted than Americans in regards to finance and stealing from people? Them. You know what I mean? And you bring that to the country, and look at the way the football is. It's not even enjoyable in the Premier League anymore. It's more robotic when you watch the Premier League. There's no excitement. There's no where's the tactical side, like the technique? You know what I mean? Where's the shots from outside the box? Where's the eye of a needle pass when someone's going through on goal and hitting it in the back of the net, side nettings and all that stuff? The skill of the game is slowly disappearing. It's becoming boring to watch football.
I watched the game, and I did because I do stewarding and all that. Stewarding. Yeah. Obviously, I'll come back to that point. You know what I mean? Yeah. I did stewing yesterday, and I watched Watford ladies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watford ladies play extra ladies, and right. Yeah. I'll tell you something in the day, right? Some of the way they play, these women play, right? I tell you what, the men can learn a lot from them.
Yeah. It's the other way around now, isn't it? It's the other way around if you look at it now.
I'm telling you, because like what they were doing in the day, right?
Yeah.
It was like less passing. I'm not saying they weren't passing, less passing, right? Less passing, yeah. And then when they got a sight of the goal, it was like they was taking a shot. They was taking a shot. If there was like, one or two times that their number 9, was offside, but it didn't really matter. It didn't really matter. She's still having a go. Do you know what I mean? Because one of the shots that she would have taken, one of the shots she would have taken, she wouldn't have been offside. She would have scored a goal, and I'm sure she did score a goal in the end. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And they beat Exeter sort of like 5-0.
Wow.
Yeah? I enjoyed watching that game of football more than what I did watching the men's football because it was more action.
I don't blame you, mate.
It was action, and you know what I mean. And they weren't put it this way, they weren't shirking tackles.
Look at that.
They're just like proper going in a hard tackles. You know what I mean? There's one
It ain't a man's game. If you look at our games, the men's game, it ain't a man's game anymore. Unks.
It's not. It's
It's
not.
yeah,
I was
I
speaking to
mean,
one. I was speaking to one of the women there. I speak to one women. I
mm,
said, look, this is the first time I've actually sort of like watched. You know what I mean? Watched the sort of like women's
mm,
game live. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You I've obviously seen it on TV, but it's the first time I watched it live. And
yeah,
because I was impressed. I was impressed. It was really good. I enjoyed myself. You know what I mean? I'm literally gonna tell these people that I work for to
yeah.
put me on more women matches because it was really enjoyable.
Look at that.
And this is the difference now. What you've got, do you know what I mean? With
Mm-hmm.
with men's football, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I look at men's football in the day, right? And I look
mm,
at I see it in the thing, and it's so corrupt, especially in the Premiership. It is
yeah,
so corrupt. I don't care what anybody says. It is so corrupt. When they got a guy, yeah, from the Premiership, and then that's basically on the board of Premiership, running the Premiership, right? Saying at the day like, we don't want to have the same team winning it all the time.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's boring if the same team wins it all the time. Another team we should actually have different people at the
yeah,
day, different teams at the day. Well,
yeah,
different clubs to say, different
yeah,
clubs which winning every season.
yeah.
You cannot determine that.
You shouldn't
You
really.
cannot. No, but you can't determine that.
Yeah,
There's no way you can determine that. Determine the destiny of a team, whether they win the title
or
or
not.
not. You
Yeah,
can't
you can't.
unless at the day you're being corrupt.
Yeah,
There's some and sort of there's a form of corruption going on. Like
yeah,
you decide at the beginning of the season, you decide, right, you know what? I think it's Liverpool's time to win it now.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's going to happen today? Right, they're going to get all the decisions that they need today to sort of like win it and stuff. Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
it's been happening
Right?
for a long time, Monks. It's
Of
just
course
like
it is.
you know what? Why I say it's been happening for a long time. How often do you actually see Premier League winning, like sorry, Premier League competitiveness to the last game of the season nowadays? How often do you see that now? It's becoming a regular. Haven't you noticed? It's a regular occurrence. Last game of the season decides the Premier League. Why? Because the whole world is watching. That's why.
Well,
You know
this
what I
is it.
mean?
This is it. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So if you've got people and they behind the scenes at the day that's supposed to be running at the end of the day, sort of like a legitimate league,
yeah,
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 a legitimate league and legitimate and fair league.
yeah,
But they're telling you at the end of the day, right, that it should be different teams winning every season, and
yeah.
it's not right that the same team win it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to sort of like you have to question the legitimacy of that said league.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you have to. You know what I mean?
It just
I know
goes to
people,
show, innit?
I know
Yeah,
people might not want to hear it, but it's true.
no, you have to ask questions. You know what I mean? Because if you don't ask those questions, like that's why the game is getting ruined. If you ask me, you know what I mean? And we have you noticed we never talk about skill anymore. We don't even talk about a lot of stuff in football anymore. To be fair, Unks, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's enjoyable nowadays. It's just all about depression and how bad it is, really. Right, you look at Arsenal, everybody's blaming them for the way they're playing and the way the league is, like set piece specialists and all that stuff.
yes.
But that was always creeping into the game. People haven't noticed. Like if you look at the last couple of seasons, it was not the most exciting football we've been watching. So it's slowly in decline. That's how it is. And when it's slowly in decline, that means it's gonna keep going. And that's the scariest part when I'm watching football at the moment. Because as I said many times, I don't enjoy watching football outside Liverpool. I just can't, because that was our go-to back in the day. You know what I mean? If we needed to get out of problems and do something else rather than thinking about negative stuff, we used to just go watch Barcelona, Real Madrid, AC Milan, Juventus. You know what I mean? Now I can't watch any of them because it's so boring to watch, mate. And not only
Yeah,
that, it's like what I said it many times as well. It's like, name me 5 world-class players. I guarantee none of you could name me what 5 world-class players, because there ain't no 5 world-class players anymore. We're giving world-class out to players too easily nowadays. I remember growing up, it was Maradona, Pele, and your Cruyff, Best, and Charlton, and that. After that, you couldn't name world-class players. It took us years to convince us of when Baggios came in, Romario's and all that stuff, to name world-class players. Now everybody's world class, but they're not really world class because I don't think they're good enough.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's like who is world class these days?
There ain't.
Who is? That's what I say. You know what I mean? Like
That's why I
you
say,
look at
what's the point having a debate when there's nothing to debate about? You know what I mean? Because
big up N. Sorry, Scott Gossie. Big up N90, man. Big up N90. It's been a long time, but it's
N90, yes,
been a long time, man.
bro.
Big a long
Yeah,
time. Big up, man. Holler at the man's man. Holler at me. You know what I mean? Let's
always,
have
bro.
something. Let's.
Always, my guy. Copfather,
Uh,
why does it matter where you're from? It's your character that matters, brothers. There you go, man.
it
Because
does, but
you see sense, bro. You see sense, my guy. That's the
it
difference.
it does, but unfortunately, you got
And
people
look at
that
this
don't do that.
corruption as well. Look at that. Man City could be found guilty before the end of the season. There you go. And we're hearing stuff about Arsenal, I think, as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Always, man.
What about
Always.
Arsenal?
Yeah, there's stuff going on around Arsenal, but I don't know what exactly it is. I haven't investigated it. I'll probably find out
Yeah.
later on and share it with you guys tomorrow. Yeah, but as I was saying, Uncle, like, football ain't football no more, mate. But people need to wake up, my guy. Honestly, people need to wake up. If a man like me who loves football more than anything is saying that, it takes a lot for me to say things like that, Unks. You know what I mean? And I'm just convinced like there will be a time people will just lose interest, can't be bothered with it anymore.
Yeah, yeah, there will be. There will be. People just say, sod this. Do you know what I mean? No, no, seriously. They just say,
Yeah,
literally say that, sod this. This is not, this it's not what I signed up for. Do you know what I
exactly,
mean?
man.
You know,
Wasting money for what exactly? Like why giving your kids money, your wife's money, your family's money to a sport that doesn't even take care of you, if you know what I mean? And all of a sudden at Liverpool they're selling tickets out now to people. I think to myself, to the locals. Why? The what? Overseas don't want to come anymore, so now you want to give us tickets? No, thank you very much. You could do it on your own over there,
right?
man.
And the ticket price is supposed to have gone up.
It's gone up, but they're selling now. They're trying to give people tickets in it, because nobody's buying them anymore. Considering you know how it is when the football is shit, nobody's interested. But when the football is good, all of a sudden we can't get tickets. So I said, you know what?
Yeah,
All last season I've been asking for tickets. Now, and I didn't even win the ballads. So why are you asking me to come to Anfield now? Now, fuck off. I ain't come to Anfield. Fuck off, man. You think
yeah.
I'm gonna watch this shit and fall asleep again? I mean, I've been once or twice this season already. I'm not gonna fall asleep again, man. Yeah.
You remember that last time when you went there? You said you went that. Was it the Leeds game?
Leeds game, yeah, 0-0, bro. I sat through a 0-0 Anfield game. I couldn't believe it, man. I really
No,
could not believe that.
no, that was peak, man. That was peak. That was peak. I didn't realize you went to that game. When you phoned me, you phoned me for
Yeah, yeah,
Liverpool, didn't you? I was like,
yeah.
right, stop that. You went to that game, bro.
I said,
Because
you're
yeah, I had
lucky
these
you guys
tickets as
did
well.
it. You're lucky. But the only good thing about it was I met John Aldridge for the first time, so that was good.
You want to
That's
try and
what
get some of them mans in the show, you know?
I should ask them, but at the time you're completing all in it, so you forget to
Yeah,
ask them
yeah,
the questions, bro.
yeah.
I mean, because it's true. It's true. You should ask them like to come on. It'd be great to have these people. I think Jan Morby goes to the Anfield Index a lot. I've noticed he works with them.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's there. He's there.
People don't know how good that guy was, man. Guys, go on and support him on that channel, man. He was one of the greatest players ever, man. So what do you think about it? What do you think about what do they have to do like in order to get football back to normality, Uncle? Because the way what we're watching is just not acceptable, in my opinion, mate.
I think I think really and then truly, you need to kick out these people that's in there at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And
Who
say,
don't
look,
know the game, and you're saying like
yeah, let's kick.
the
Yeah.
owners and what is it?
Well, like restructure. First, I think first and foremost, you're gonna have to restructure sort of like the Premier League.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to restructure it. There's no doubt about it. You have to restructure it.
yeah.
And then at the day, and then I think what you're gonna have to do is take a look at the referees. You have to take a look at the referees.
Relegate the lot.
Yeah.
Big up touchline. Injuries apparently. Yeah, carry on.
Then you're gonna have to sort of like take a look at the referees because the referees are
There
making
you go.
far too many poor decisions. Yeah.
And far too many pauses, and you can't even celebrate the goal anymore because you don't even know
Yeah.
if it's a goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got the frigging VAR business, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the VAR business at the end of the day is like, to me at the end of the day, that's just a little touch of what's happening with football.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I think when you look at it, if you sort of like if you like sort the referees out and the officials out,
Big up Clark Kent, man.
yeah, then you're sort of like on your way to sort of like
Mm.
literally at the end of the day, sort of like getting some normality in football, and then you can sort out the owners, and then you can sort of like go to
This is what this is what I wanted to discuss the most, Uncle. Guys, please get on the chat. Ask us any questions, personal, anything you want. I'll answer that if Uncle Rodz doesn't want to answer that. You just if you want to get to know us properly, that's what I want to do going forward. We're gonna have these kind of chat shows where you could get to know us if you're new and all that stuff. If you don't know nothing about me or Uncle Rodz, just ask us. You know what I mean, and we'll obviously relay it to you. Uncle, so what I want to ask is like. With these people that's come into our game, what do we have to do to, correct it somewhere somehow? Like, how do we have to get rid of them, or do we have to teach them about the game? Because all this VAR rules and all this stuff ain't helping the game. Let's just be realistic here.
no, it's not.
It's good because it gives you a fair decision, but don't you miss the controversy or the game? You could celebrate a goal and things like that. Don't you miss all that stuff? Because I missed it, man. Even if your team is gonna lose because of things like that, a mistake was a mistake. We accepted it for what it was. You know what I mean? And at least we could celebrate goals. Now we can't even do that, mate. But yeah, what do we have to do, Unks? Like from your end, if you look at it, do you have to get these people at the game and just go back to normality, or do you have to teach them like what the game is all about?
I think VAR, right, is not a bad thing if it's
Mm.
used right. It's got to be used right, and I think what it is at the end of the day, it's just like it's not. I mean, they're using sort of like VAR decisions at going to the VAR
Yeah,
for sometimes any little thing, and sometimes when they have to go to the VAR
yeah,
for certain decisions that don't look right, they don't do it. Do
yeah.
you know what I mean? Um, Point in question, McAllister and Doku.
Doku.
When
Yeah,
Doku fly kicked in the chest, yeah,
yeah,
there was no VI check for that.
yeah.
There's no
Do you
VI
know?
check
Do you know
for
what Marco Oliver said? It was last minute, and the game was too big for me to make a decision in the last seconds of
that.
the game.
Yeah, and he immediately said from the position of where he was and the position in the day that sort of like it happened in the
Yeah.
day, right? He couldn't actually see if what Doku done. He couldn't see what Doku done. All he can see at the day is obviously McAllister falling
Do
down.
you know? Do you know what you said? Spot on. Let me read the messages, but hold that thought. Just remind me because I might forget. I'm not I'm not invested in football like before. It's so boring now. You're spot on, Victor. I find it the same, man. I was born into football. Football is my life. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot for a guy like me, to not love the game. I'll come back to that one, Ravi, man. Yeah, I'll come back to that one, bro. I'll come back to that one. I've already put a star on it. Yes, and 90s in the house, people. Please go and subscribe to my younger brother there. Big up Mr. Clark Kent as always, man. Big up Mr. Clark Kent. It's a computed. What is it? It's all corrupted. Sorry, corrupted. Oh, I can't even see the damn thing. I have stopped celebrating goals. There you go. Copfather says. He's spot on. All of us have actually. What's your thoughts, guys? Saying Jamaica versus Congo. What's this?
Democratic Congo.
Yeah, what is it about?
I don't know about that one. N90, please enlighten us about that.
Yeah, please.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Of course, in the building, Uncle Rodz. Yes, he's
Yeah.
here, man. You're both good friends of mine, and I thank you both for your kindness to me. It's appreciated. Nah, bro.
Hey,
It's
don't
what
mention,
you,
don't mention,
it's
man.
what you do, bro. Not us, man. It's what you do, my friend. I'll never forget what you said to me in that message that time, man. I don't forget that, man. Never in my life. Uncle Rodz is spot on they pick and choose when to use it. Yeah, coup is an example of corruption. There you
Oh,
go,
yeah.
bro.
Right.
Yeah, pick up Hash, man. I haven't seen you for ages. I hope you're okay. I hope family's okay as well, Hash, man. God damn, Hash is in the house. Yeah, man. Big up Hash, man. Yeah,
God,
I get happy when I see the old people returning, man. Haven't seen him for ages, bro. Oh man, it's crazy. So as you were saying, Unks, yeah, What was it? Where was
You
we?
said yeah, I said I was spot on.
Big up,
At the point.
Jamazak. Big up, big up. Is anyone else worried about spending 100 million on 19-year-old unproven winger? Who's that? You talking about
Diamante,
Diamante?
yeah.
How much?
Apparently,
No,
apparently,
it
yeah.
ain't
No,
that
but no,
much.
serious. Apparently, his price has been, yeah.
There's no way it's that much.
No,
There's
he's
no way.
apparently his price has been revealed and said they want 100 million.
Yeah?
Apparently, if it's, I think it's Diamante. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it is the Monday. That's what you're talking about. I know. I kind of fan. Yeah, yeah. Keep coming with the chat, guys. Then let me. Yeah, obviously, read out the chats. Appreciate that. So as I was saying, Uncle, you know, with the referees, like you just hit the nail on the head about them. They pick and choose. You're spot on. I'll tell you why I say that. Yeah, referees don't get relegated. Every season is the same referees. We never see new ones. At the top, I'm talking about, and things don't change. You know what I mean? So if things don't change when they make mistakes continuously, that means there's corruption going on. Because, you know, when teams make mistakes, they get relegated, they get
Oh yeah.
promoted. You know what I mean? But referees, we still see Marco Oliver. We still see before he got found out. I'll see you, Jackie. I'll let you come on in a second. You know what I mean? David Coo, if he wasn't found guilty of what he did, he would still be obviously refereeing in our game. Poutini, etc. All these referees are still in the Premier League, even though they made mistakes, which shows you're spot on what you're saying. Corruption does exist because.
Sorry to laughing with that, right? End night is no good, you know. He's no good. He goes, Roz, do you rate Bacola now? Been telling you about him. No, I don't.
Yeah, so corruption does exist, Uncle. Like you said, you're spot on what you said, man, about that, and hence why we see the same referees every single time, every single season, and it never changes. But yeah, 100%. That's something I think that clarifies the issues that we have in the Premier League. The same referees make the same mistakes in the VAR system. They made a mistake in the last game, and all of a sudden you reward them for a VAR, refereeing. The same referees that made a mistake. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Rewarding failure, isn't it? It's rewarding
yeah. You're rewarding failure, mate, and
Yeah.
it will never change. It will never change. It will never. We're just talking about the corruption in the game,
Yeah.
which is killing the game. JK, what do you think, bro?
Yeah, Danny Welbeck was offside that day when he got the winner.
Yeah.
Come on. He was in front of that ball and they didn't even do nothing about it. Come on, man. Like, I don't even... VAR's ruined football. I watch a lot of championship football and I just enjoy the way the game just flows. People get stuck in. There's no worry about they're going to go to the cameras when they get a tackle in. You know, if the referee don't see it, you don't see it. But it's both. It goes for both teams. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
This VAR thing has just ruined. Because for me, when the ball crosses that damn line, you're celebrating. Now, you can make a cup of tea, make a sandwich, and still they ain't decided they're going to give you the fucking goal. What is that? It's not football. That's taking the rip.
Yeah.
You know, all those fans waiting, like, worrying and all that. No. That's taking the buzz out of football.
Yeah.
And that is, for me, as soon as the ball's crossed that line, it's a goal, unless it's on offside or whatever. But, VAR, never been a fan. Never been a fan.
Yeah. It's and the thing is about it, like, when you're waiting on that time, all they're doing, and they add on shed loads of time, about 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you're literally playing for about 105 minutes. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? So I'm with you on that one. It's like, just get it sorted. I don't mind that. Put it this way, right?
First of all, like, get the referees relegated and change up the referee system. You know what I mean? Why is Howard Webb in charge of the referees, considering how corrupt he was under Ferguson back in the day as well? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The guy was corrupt all over. Why are you bringing corrupt referees back all the time? That's what I don't understand as well. What are you trying to achieve? Cheating. That's what it is. And I was saying it, JK, earlier. Have you guys noticed in the last few seasons, like, every single time the title decided at the last game of the season, has anyone, like, investigated that? Like, why is it all... That never used to happen before. Now it's happening on a consistent basis. Why? Because, and not only that, you see the mistakes they make before the last game of the season to make it to the last of the game of the season. So I remember, was it Everton when Rodri handled the ball? I think it was the game before the last of the game of the season. If they conceded that penalty, they would have got a draw, and that 1 point could have been 2 points clear in it at the end of the season if Liverpool won their game the last game of the season. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, there's too many stuff like this that occurs, and it never changes, and it's a worrying sight, in my opinion.
I don't think it's ever going to change until somebody and they puts their foot down.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to put their foot down and sort of like say, right, you know what, in the day, right, I'm going to seek out the corruption in football and make it fair for people. Do you know what I mean? Something major's got to happen before sort of like, you know, something that gets done.
Yeah.
It's probably going to have to take Man City getting charged and they for all and getting a punishment for all those charges and probably be relegated to the Championship or even League One.
Yeah.
For people to sort of like stand up and look and say, yeah, you know what, whatever we're doing in the thing that right, we're gonna stop, because if they can get at them, they can surely get at us. You know what I mean? You ever heard that saying that they sort of like, you know, I don't know if anybody's seen the Black Panthers, yeah,
of course,
the movie, and there's a bit in it where
they're,
you know, protesting against the sort of like Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And the police that they are beating all the students and that. Do you know what I mean? And the students were white. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they got this black man that was up in the offices, and he was looking down, and you know, he's seeing all this mayhem, right? And you know, police beating white people and stuff, you know, protesting against the Vietnam War. And he said like, what's he saying? Oh, if they can do that to their own, God help us all. Basically, if they can do that to them, what you think at the day they're going to do to us? So really and truly, if you look at Man City, right? Yeah. Man City is seen as one of the superpowers in British football now. It seems that. Yeah. I don't see them as that, but that's what they're seen as. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if they can get at them and they right, and you know, charge them and punish them severely, you know, that's what they really want to do. Punish them severely, right? Yeah. Other people that's doing sort of like stuff at the day that's untoward are gonna think, well, you know, if they can get at them, they can surely get at us. So we better stop what we're doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So probably it takes something like that. That's what I think.
I really don't know if they're going to do that to City. I'll tell you why I don't think they might do something to City. Because of what City probably did for the city of Manchester. If you know what I mean, guys, the infrastructure and all that stuff. They spend a lot of money on it. So if they did all that, giving underhanded money to this corrupt government that we have, do you think that they're going to expose themselves like that? If you know what I mean, guys. So I hear
that. And to be honest, at the end of the day, I don't think they will get to Man City. I don't think they will.
But by this time they should have. How long does it take? Like, I mean, we're still waiting. What was it? 114 charges? Was it or something? 15 charges, and look, we're still waiting. Like, that's too long, man.
It is long, but unfortunately, that's what it's going to take. For the crop, I reckon.
But Sheffield Wednesday on like -6 points. Leicester are third from bottom. Why could that be in both deducted points this season?
Weak teams, innit? Weak teams.
Weak teams, bro. And
who don't pay money.
Owners. Well, I wouldn't say like Leicester owners are weak in that, but it's just like they're not big. Man City for the Premier League are like a golden shoe. You know, they're like Man City. You know, like Manchester has always wanted to be big as Liverpool, as London. So Manchester's important. Man City's important to football in Manchester. You know, it used to just be United on its own that used to do that job. Now you got Man City as well. So they want to protect that. And hence why, for me, this is not going to be really sorted out. And do I really want them league titles? Yeah. I pause there.
That was great.
So Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let me
there
read
you
the
go.
comments, guys. Yeah, let me read the comments. Jamaica play tomorrow. Whoever goes to the World Cup, I'll get you, Clark.
Yeah, I want Jamaica
do
to
that.
win, man.
Yeah, get Jamaica in there, man. Come on, they finally need to come back again. You know what I mean, Congo, is it Congo? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
World Cup
Congo.
player, yeah, final. My guys, Tuesday. Yeah, good luck, my brother. Good luck, man. Good luck.
I'm about to watch
Yeah,
that.
Pinnock plays for him, innit?
Yeah,
Pinnock
yeah,
plays
yeah.
for him, the Brentford defender.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I will say it again. It's not a competitive league. It's incompetent referees. Yeah, you could say the referees, 100% is part of the problem, but they're never going to change. You know what I mean? Until they retire, these referees are still going to come back. Look at Atkinson. It took him till he retires. Look at the mistakes that Atkinson used to do back in the day. He still like refereed the games no matter what, and never got relegated or anything like that. So, yeah, we're still going to see Anthony Taylor, who's from Manchester, referee Manchester games. You know what I mean? So it's madness, absolute
Yeah,
madness.
innit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what
about
you can
Barcola. No, he's talking about Barcola to you, uncle.
No. I gave him a little wretch. You know what I mean?
There's
Yeah,
like one Indian.
next Friday we might do something, guys, just to let you know at night. So prepare yourselves.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Diaz versus Spurs was of course on side, but didn't even look to see why it was disallowed. There you go, bro.
That was the
There you go,
worst one.
touchline. That was the worst one of all. That's the worst in
Yeah.
history, bro. In football,
Yeah.
I've never
That
seen
was
something so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these guys are still refereeing. You know, it wasn't it Darren England that was the VAR guy, yeah, and still refereeing our games after that. David Coote was the VAR for the Van Dijk, leg, issue, the ACL issue he had. So yeah, they still referee the games after that as well. This is what I don't understand, guys. Yeah, after David Coote's incident, yeah, for what he did off the pitch as well as on the pitch, yeah, why aren't the referees getting investigated?
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying, guys, or is it just me?
No, it's to me,
That's weird.
You see, this is like for the most part of the corruption is the fact that like these referees are not getting investigated. Do you know what I mean? It's like the referees they are become above the law, as it were. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think that's right in any shape or form.
Yeah.
That should not be happening. Everybody should be subjected to the laws of the game. You cannot have somebody that's above the law. And when you look at the referees and the way they are over the years, it's like they're above the law. What about that one officials that elbowed Robertson in the face?
Yeah, he's still a linesman. He never got punished for that either.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird.
What about David Coote? Right. One of the reasons that he got like suspended from football, it wasn't because of what he done said about Klopp. It's because he got caught on the Colombian marching powder.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There you go.
That's what he got banned for.
And but that's the moment you start investigating other referees, right? Or is it just me?
Yeah, sure.
Because they're not investigating internally. That guy he looked like he'd been doing it for years. It's not a new thing for him, is it? Doing all that stuff. And he got caught being a P as well. So he got for the P. He's got done for the paedophilia as well. So at what point do you as a referee committee? Do you investigate your own referees? How comes you let a person like that into your establishment? Do you know what I mean? Your organization. Yeah. So why aren't you investigating these people? Why aren't you, doing checks on these people before they referee, they take up any jobs? Because, in the old days, guys, you remember the referees were part-time. They were school teachers and all that stuff. And, they were doing refereeing part-time in the 90s and beyond that and before that. So now they're professionals. This is this is what they do for a living. Before you hire them, don't you actually investigate their background, like if they've got some issues or anything like that? If you know what I mean? And why aren't you watching them when they're off the pitch as well? What they get up to? I'm sure David Coote is not the only one that does that white powder. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do it. Colombia. Yeah, so it's kind of weird, and the way they just dismissed it after that, I'm thinking to myself like, is that it? Really? Just him? Like, where's the rest? I mean, where is the rest? There's a referee that was on the pitch in one game telling Jurgen Klopp, I don't like you. And he's still refereeing right now, Paul Tierney. You know what I mean? So what's going on here? Like, are we watching a different game or what, man?
It's no.
Yeah, let me just read this comment, man. Hold that thought, hold that thought. So, yeah, let's be honest. It was brought to stop Liverpool and City dominating the league, 97 points to 98. So 97 to 98 points had never been done before. 100%, bro. Yeah,
That's true, actually.
yeah, 100%, man.
That is true.
Question: thoughts on will certain players leave if Slot stays? Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
We'll come back to that one, actually. I like that question. They want it's a part of the model to cheat. There you go. See, this is what I'm saying. They pick and choose, my friends. I'm telling you guys, like, there's corruption everywhere in the English game, man. And it's not just about the referees. Look at the ownerships as well. Now that's in our game. They got background of corruption. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show, like, we're not getting any better at what we're doing at this point. Yeah, 100% touchline. What are you saying over there? I'm just going through the comments, man. Hopefully I catch on. But like I said, guys, just say whatever you want to me, Uncle Rodz and JK. We will obviously reply to you. They won't shoot themselves in their own foot. 100% right about that. I agree with you, bro. Maybe City will get points dropped at start of next season. They should be relegated if they get found guilty, bro.
Yeah,
In my opinion, it's not the points dropped that I'm worried about. They should be relegated. I mean, get the heck out of here. Because you've won league titles. That's why I say when we talk about Arsenal and Manchester City, why people ask me why you prefer Man City to win the league. Because Man City's titles are not real to me. You know what I mean? That's the point. At least Arsenal did it organically. You know what I mean? At least they did it what they earned. With Man City, they bought the titles. They didn't earn the titles. They bought the damn thing. So in history, that will always stick with them. Like Jack Walker, was it Jack Walker, the Blackburn owner?
Oh yeah.
That stuck with them for the rest of their history because of him spending a lot of money on Blackburn. Have bought them a title. He bought Shearer, Sutton, Hendry, and all these guys. Was it Stuart Ripley, Jason Wilcox, Tim Sherwood, etc. So he bought all those players with that money he had, and he outspent everybody else, and he won the league. And they still have that, over their head. And this is what I'm saying about Man City. Having ownership like this, buying titles doesn't mean much to me. I mean, so it is what it is.
Yeah, it just means that now you got a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah. Run the league title, have another parade. You won all the titles, yeah? Goodness me. Oh, man. Oh, damn. 10 o'clock kickoff tomorrow. Good luck, guys, man. Honestly, man.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that. I think I'm going to watch that.
I'll be at work, so I might watch it myself, man. Yeah.
Oh, you're on the night thing. Yeah, okay.
Oh, God said 2 yellow cards was just ignored against England. There you go. Uruguay and England. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, guys. Referees, football's dead, guys. I got to be real with you. I'm being honest. I mean, like I said in the beginning, I'm a lover of football. Football's dead. Football is dead, man. It's dead. Okay, let me ask all of you guys here. 5 world-class players. Name me 5 world-class players right now, and we could discuss it.
Yeah.
Go on, Uncle Rodz.
5 world-class players.
Go on.
Okay. Salah?
Not anymore, but go on.
Well, yeah, he probably still is. Probably still at the top. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. All right. What's that guy who plays? That young lad who plays for Barcelona?
Yamal.
Yamal. Yeah.
I don't think he's world class. He's still 17 years old, isn't it? So
Yeah, and he's
still needs time, innit? Still needs time, yeah.
What would you class as world class then? What would you class as world class?
Someone like Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo, Henri, you know what I mean? Suarez, Baggio, Romario, R9. Who's extraordinary that comes off like 5 players that's extraordinary that you guys see? JK?
No, I can't. I can't think of any.
Thank you. So I can't.
Yeah.
Isak. Touchdown, Isak. Oh. Go on, JK.
Yeah. Yeah, he is there. You know what I mean? Come on. Like I said, Harry Kane is a top goal scorer, but he's not a top footballer. So I won't say to him, he is a top goal scorer. So that does that make him world class? You know, but I just don't like him as a footballer. I don't think he's that good. But it ain't like the old days. You could just
There you go, man.
You wouldn't
That's
have
what I
enough
want to
space
hear.
to put a bit of them all in.
That's what I want
You
to
wouldn't have
hear,
all the
bro.
space to. I mean, you know, nowadays what are these guys, man? They're for me. They just
Football is a mirror image of what you see nowadays. It's crap.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolute garbage, guys. I mean, I've always said like a team is a mirror image of their manager. Arne Slot is a mirror image of the Liverpool that we watched. Jurgen Klopp was the mirror image before that. And then you look at football and you look at the fans that support football in the modern day, and you look at it's just terrible, man. They've killed our game. Honest to God, our game has died. Me and Uncle Rodz and JK have been watching football for some of us over 40 years, you know what I mean? And we can't even come up with 5 world-class players. Because world-class players are given too lightly. Someone's telling me Saliba is world-class. I mean, what the hell is going on? Like, what is going on?
Come on.
You know what I mean? Saka is world-class.
Who said that? Googly.
All the guys is world-class, apparently. You know what I mean? Raya, the goalkeeper, is a world-class goalkeeper, apparently.
Get out of it. Get out of it.
I mean, Gabriel is world class, the Bozo guy. Like when we used to determine world class players, guys, it's the consistency of a player throughout like 3 years, 4 years. Then we can judge you. You know what I mean? Not when you just come into football and then all of a sudden people give you world class like that. That's not football.
Bro, they give these guys
that's madness.
Play 15 minutes at the end of a game world class. 18-year-old lad who just come through the youth team and that. It gets to he's going to be world class, this guy. That's why I don't say anything about Rio. They need to. What am I going to say to him? He's going to be world class. Am I a fortune teller? No,
definitely a P, mate. Yeah.
You know? Like, come on, man.
It's sad though, isn't it? Us experienced guys can't even come up with 5. You know what I mean? Because the one we were talking about, they're declining. You know, Salah is declining and Virgil is declining. You know what I mean? They're not world class anymore. Let's just be honest. We have to be realistic. Right? I mean, they can't even do anything with this current Liverpool team. World class performers, world class players, they perform at any level, any time. You know what I mean? They no longer can do that. You know what I mean? They used to do it. They were world class, past tense. You know what I mean? They're not present tense. I'm talking about now. Like, what do we see now that's world class? There's nothing out there, guys. The game has died. And I don't know why people are arguing amongst each other about footballers when the game is finished, man. I'm looking at this World Cup right now, guys, yeah? There's nothing I'm looking forward to in regards to players. Like, what players are we watching in this World Cup that's, wowing us before the World Cup starts? There's nothing.
Facts. That's facts, actually.
There's nothing, man.
I'm not watching the World Cup anyway.
Of course, we're gonna watch it because we've grown up with it. You know what I mean? Since we can remember football, World Cup was important to us when we was growing up. But yeah, I'm just looking at it like when people are arguing on streams and all this stuff about this and that, and I'm thinking to myself like, there's nothing to argue about because there's nothing there anymore, man. It's just sad to see. It's sad to see, man. I miss the beautiful game. I really do, guys, because it really hurts me because I've grown up in the game. I played the game. I've coached in the game. I did everything, you know what I mean? But now I'm looking at it, it's just sad to watch, man. It's really, like what I miss, guys. You remember when he was a kid, when you used to see skills on the football pitch and he used to take it to the cage, you know what I mean, and play football. That's what I miss. I don't see anything like that. I'm looking at these poor kids that watch football nowadays. They can't take anything to the cage. What skills do you actually see on the pitch that you want to try out in the cage? Nothing. Oh, man.
You're right. It's football to me, in some respects, it's dying a slow death, man. Isn't it? It's literally dying a slow death, you think so.
It's a mirror image of the fan bases nowadays, man. We've been Americanized, guys. Like, sorry to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been Americanized, man. When you go down that route, you become like them, like in their sport. Nobody's interested in their sport. Does anyone want to play American football? We've got rugby. We don't need that. Does anyone want to play hockey? We've got, other games in our country other than football. Does anyone want to play, apart from basketball? Everybody will love basketball, but apart from that, what is they interested in their sport?
You know what it is as well? Like when you got capitalism taking over something, what happens is they don't want to breed fans; they want to breed customers. And
there you go, JK. Thank you. Carry on, man. Yeah.
And hence why now you're seeing families coming to games, not just the old man with his son. You got the wife, you got the two girls, and they're all going. So what's going to happen? You're going to spend more money, more kids, more thingy. If it's just the father and son going to games,
kids cost £100 nowadays, JK.
Yeah.
£100 for your
€150
kid.
for a
So
top.
if you got about 6 kids, you're gonna spend how much? I mean, including you and your wife, like almost £1,000, mate.
I think that's why what's enjoyable about women's football, because it's like what football was like sort of like 30 or 40 years ago, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a bit what do you call it? What do you call that word when you're
Spectacle.
suspicious about the women's football? I don't know if you ever heard the story about the women football guys. I'm sorry to say this, like to the women, love you all. Women's my life, you know what I mean? You know what?
He could have done dropping some R&B tune in, eh?
You know, that's what it is. I thought it was Kenny was going to come in, you know what I mean?
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I'm telling you every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
I need to fly away now, man.
Oh, mate.
Do you know what they tell the women? Have you ever heard the story about football, the women's football, Unks and JK? You know what they tell the women, yeah? It's so disgusting, it's unreal, yeah? This is what I heard. They tell the women, don't get pregnant, innit?
Oh, they can't, can they?
And yeah, basically, don't get pregnant. If you're feeling, certain way, have a relationship with different women. That's what they told them, That's what they told them. I'm telling you, have you seen the? I swear.
Real talk.
Real talk. I've got a person that actually used to work for Arsenal's women's team that told me that. That's why they're all like that. It's madness, man, that goes in women's game.
Yeah.
I've got quite a couple of fishy women in there still.
Yeah, that's like when I look at the standard of the women's game as a sport, it's sort of poor. Like I watched the Liverpool games, the women's. They won the derby the other day, but it's just I don't know. I just felt like the quality could be a bit more better. But think about this: look at the amount of effort and money and all this has gone into that women's part of like football. It's like you got a whole league there, like big teams and big players. They've got a Champions League as well. Arsenal are playing Chelsea, Bayern Munich are playing. I don't know. So, but they've got it all set up for them.
Yeah.
And I always say this: how come there's no Indian guys playing football?
Oh, that I still don't understand that one, mate.
Like,
They give you that half one, innit? Half white, half.
Yeah.
No, but you know what it is. You know what it is. It's not to be stereotypical. Yeah, with Indians and Pakistanis. Yeah, not to be stereotypical, but there is a big majority of Indian and Pakistanis, that love cricket more than what they love football. They just you know how we feel about football. They feel the same way about cricket. They just they're fanatical about cricket. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Same as.
So they don't really put it this way. They don't really study football and stuff. There are some, obviously, that's that like the football and they
were born in the UK. You know what I mean?
But when you look at the demographic of like Indian and Pakistani and that, right? Do you know what I mean? They're really, really passionate about cricket. They just love it. Do you know what I mean? 2020 and all them sort of things. They're so fanatical about it. Do you know what I mean?
IPL.
Yeah,
I love cricket as well. I played a lot of cricket. And it was probably, I don't know. I think when I was younger, I was like training with Cobb and stuff like that. And then you had no real Indian-looking guy or even a Muslim guy playing football in the English first divisions and stuff like that. It was that weren't happening, and I'm just surprised that until now, like my mum's side of the family, their son's sort of playing in Scotland and in the first division and stuff, and it's not much more. Then you had that lad who played for Cardiff, he was half Indian, and You know what I mean? So, like, realistically, but that's a big market there because Indians
you
have
know,
tournaments. You know,
do you know?
every summer, like they have in Gravesend, Barking,
Yeah, I
Coventry.
used to play in the Asian League.
I used
My
to play in
latter
all of them,
years.
bro. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
top. Used to go down to Gravesend, and there were some good players. And what it was, you could have a foreign player in your team,
Yeah.
only one or two. You know what I mean? So we'd get some guy in who's like
Yeah, I
playing.
was one of the two. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
So that's what it is. Yeah, football is
It's sad.
very.
It's really, really sad. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at, if someone is passionate about football, race shouldn't really matter. You know what I mean? They should be part of that football team no matter what. If he's more talented, I'm sure there's Indians out there, Pakistanis out there, Bengalis out there. There's more
course.
talented than the players that we see on the football pitch. It's just,
And that's why.
it's what is it now? We're in 2026 and we're still asking the same questions that we've been
questions.
asking back in the 90s. Like that's not right,
Yeah.
man.
Well, it's almost as like, you know, it's the same argument to say that why haven't you got more black managers?
There you go.
You know what I mean?
You spot on, Unks. You just
Exactly.
killed it there. You just killed it there.
Referees.
Yeah, and referee, because the only black referee that I know of was Ryan Rennie, and he's passed away, innit?
He passed
away, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So there isn't it. I agree with you.
Well, John Barnes talks about it, doesn't he, Uncle? And
Yeah.
JK. And then when John Barnes talks about it, they say he's mental. You know what I mean? Yeah,
There you go.
The guy's a
There you
mental
go.
case, man. He doesn't know what he's talking. He's making up stories and all that stuff. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they always do that, don't they? Because
There you go.
what they tried to do to hide the truth, as it were. What they tried to do, they tried to discredit you. Do you know what I mean? Make you
We
look
did
like
that to David Icke.
yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, and this is so important that we touch on David Icke, because a lot of the things that David Icke did say
Came true.
came true. I was watching this thing last year or the year before, one of the two,
Yeah.
and he was on that Geordie guy, that Geordie Maggot show, you know, that racist one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on his show, and I think he had a full interview with him. And some of the things that he was talking about, that David Icke was talking about, was so interesting. I was literally glued to the TV, my laptop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, if you go back about 20 odd years ago,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like, so instead of 30 years ago, at the beginning of the 90s, like 91, 92, right?
Yeah.
You have people at the day that, you know, like Terry Wogan and all sorts. I was calling him a nut job, laughing at him.
You see?
She laughing at him.
They always go down that route. Yeah.
A lot of the things at the day that he's saying have come through. They've come through.
And don't forget, people don't know who David Icke is. Like he's a guy. They call him the conspiracy theorist, but he was a footballer at one stage.
Yeah,
in
Coventry
his life.
City, isn't it? Coventry City.
He actually
goalkeeper,
played. Yeah, he was an ex-footballer. 1 second, guys. Max says Marco Oliver ref my Sunday league games. His dad was on FA. He told us he's going to the Prem, of course, and went from Sunday, of course, to Premier League in like 5 years. So he already knew. Also, Mac knows him. So Mac used to. Okay, all right, man. It's crazy. So it's basically families. That's what he's saying. Like it's family tradition. Things like this like happens in regards to refereeing. It's all like in the family and all that stuff. The King's bro is a P2. Oh, okay. I don't want to be going down that route, man. About the P's, man.
Yeah.
We know what they're all about. We know what they're all about, man.
Well, I say it's not thing around here.
Yeah. I know that stuff, man. It's disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. I'll call it the Jose Mourinho course on OT. You're flying with that wings like Westlife. Then on the come down, you realize you are managing Spurs. Goodness me, yeah, De Zerbi's going down there, bro. De Zerbi's going down there. Good.
I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good for them, you know.
I think we'll get them out of trouble. That's what I think. I think we'll get them out of trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
Same as Chelsea, a small club before money. That's what I'm saying. Their championships are not real, guys. Their championships, to me, I don't see it as real. Isak, is he world class, guys? Used to? Is Isak world class?
No.
I don't think he is.
Not yet.
He's got to prove himself at Liverpool first of all and win trophies. I mean, the major ones. That's how that's how you get judged at the end of the day, guys. Players are not allowed to express themselves because to become world class, all about systems. Yeah, I agree with you. I couldn't put it any better, Mac. You're spot on, bro. You are spot on with that one. Nothing out there. There you go. World class. Class is permanent, Mr. 12 Man is saying.
Best of 12.
Big up, bro. Form is temporary. VVD, Salah will always be world class, in my opinion. They are world class, bro. I could never argue with that. How can I argue with you, my guy? I could never argue with you. Fans are all it's all about was it, how can I say it? Statistics.
Statistics.
I can't say it, so statistics. Yeah,
Right, pal.
they are. To be honest, that's a good comment. Do you guys agree with that? In the modern day, it's all about stats, right? It's nothing to do with
It's all about GA, FA, and all that rubbish. It's bollocks. Excuse my language, but it's rubbish. It's always everybody's talking about
stats.
Stats. You know, literally everybody's literally talking about sort of like, you know, like GA and all them sort of stuff.
Is that down to the home people, or is it from some obviously somewhere in America? Is it an American thing, or is it English thing? What is
I think it's American.
Is it a European thing? I'm asking both of you guys.
I think it's American. I think it's American.
Because I grew up on eye test. You know what I mean? I go to games to watch games. I don't get my pen and paper out, or I don't get my computer out just to do stats. You know what I mean? So I watch it with my eyes, and I could judge a player how good he is with my eyes. You know what I mean? That's how I used to do it. Yeah, and but yeah, I think that's what it's become. It's all about the stats. They say expected goals and all this stuff. I don't understand what that means, but this is what we're heading towards. And when you're heading towards that kind of direction, you get lost in the wilderness, and then you forget about the footballing side of the game as well. So it's a scary times, man. Scary time. What do you think about that, JK? JK, you there?
About the comment on the screen?
Yeah, about the stats. He's saying fans.
Yeah, on the eye test as well. Because if your eyes lie to you, then you know what I mean. But for me, the stats things comes first after, when you look at the player and make your mind up and think, okay, I checked the stats out just to confirm what I was thinking. Bang, there you go. You know what I mean? That's how I look at stats. I wouldn't look at stats of a Stiller, the Stiller guy from Stuttgart, DM.
Yeah.
I watched him play today. He played pretty well against Ghana. And that will make me decide if I like the guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Look at this comment, guys. Oh my, I'm unsubscribed. Who gives a shit if you subscribe? I don't think I care. Do you think I come on YouTube because one person is leaving? My life, I'm shrinking.
And now, are you ready?
There you go. Okay, suck it. I don't. Hang on. What are you saying? I don't do the woke victim complex. A bunch of racists to leave the UK if you don't like it. Restore. What the hell are you talking about, bro?
No, he's a troll. He's a troll.
No, but who is it? I want to we're talking about our game. I'm not talking about USA games. I'm not talking about American football. I'm not talking about basketball. I'm not talking about anything from that side. I'm talking about our game. This is our game. Like, if I go to America and told them to do what to do in American football, do you think they'd listen to me? No, they wouldn't. So let me talk about our game, how it is in England. You know what I mean? Football is English, by the way. So if we're gonna talk about it in a way we're not enjoying it because we watch it every single day, of course we're going to express our feelings. Why shouldn't we? Who are you to tell me? Unsubscribe, go and jump off a cliff if you have to. I don't give a fuck about you, dickhead. Absolute dickhead, man. Such a stupid comment. Like, I'm going to lose out on one person. Who gives a shit, bro? Do you think I come on here crying about subscribers? Get the fuck out of here, man. Idiot.
I'll tell you what, idiot. Well, I think say about that idiot, bumble.
Fuck off, man, pussy-o. Idiot, man. Don't come out with shit like that with me, man. Victims. What do you mean victims complex? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, it's our game. I don't come to your country and talk about your fucking game. Shut the fuck up, man. I hate people like that. When do you ever see me talk about your game? When do you ever see me come into your game and tell you what to do? I don't. I'm talking about my game, our game. This is what we've born into. So we're talking about the way we want to talk about it. It's dying. We want to save it. It says it on my channel at the top. We're here to save football. Football is dying, so we want to save it. That's what we're doing. The beautiful game ain't no beautiful. It's not beautiful anymore. It's
not.
dying every single fucking day because it's not enjoyable anymore. We're watching throw-ins. We're watching corners nowadays. We're not watching shots from the, outside the box to the top corner anymore. We're not watching dribbling through the middle. We're not watching the game that we're used to watching. We can't even name 5 world-class players, you scumbag. Get the fuck out of here, Shaquille, whatever your name is. Pussy, old man. Can't stand people like that. I'm sorry about the words, guys. I'm not normally like this, but I hate when people come on here
Go on, Fozi.
and
Go on.
then, telling me what to do. Now, fuck off, man. Prick.
Give it to them, man. Give it to them.
Go and watch Grizz. Go and watch Grizz, man. Go to him, man. He likes your kind of people. Go over there, man. He likes the positive people that just talk positive just to get subscribers. He likes subscribers, man. He tells me about my 27 people. So go and fucking watch him, dickheads. Fozi, that's what I call the white powder Jose Mourinho. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't want to go off on one, but I can't stand people like that coming in on people's channel, unsubscribe. Who gives a fuck about you, man? Get the fuck out of my channel, man. Idiot. I hope I never see you again, man, after this. Next time you come and apologize. With Zidane, I never knew his stats, but I knew he was a bad boy on the pitch. Come on, man. Zidane, he had the worst stats as a footballer, but he was still one of the best of all time. So you can't really argue with Zidane either. Yeah, 100%, man.
100.
100%, man. Now, Godfather, fuck him, man. He's an idiot, man. Yeah. Can't stand people like that, Godfather. I really can't, man. No, listen, he got me out of my character, you know what I mean? I'm not normally like this. But what someone's saying we're negative and all that stuff, we're talking about our game. When you guys talk about your game, you're on your own. We don't come in your area. We don't talk about your game. We don't give a shit about your game. Football is our game. We love our game. And it's dying. That's the whole point we're making here. We want to save it, man. We don't want to fucking get rid of it.
Yeah,
Have you seen the state of Italian football nowadays? There's no fans that go to games over there anymore because it died. We're heading towards that direction over here.
Yeah. People, things like AC Milan and AC Milan and Inter Milan, they're not big again. Juventus not big again.
They killed the teams, mate. They've killed those teams, man.
Yeah.
They've killed that league. And we're heading the same direction and people can't even see it. When football becomes unattractive and it becomes all about money and all that stuff, do you think people are going to still go watch games? Especially the way people are struggling to get money.
Yeah.
The people from this country don't even go to games anymore because they don't allow us to go to games anymore. They go abroad because the people from abroad are going to come over here, buy the merchandise, go to the superstore and buy tickets for around £1,000. That's what these people that's taken over our football club has done to us. We can't even buy tickets anymore. Freaking hell, man. Telling me $5,000 to watch the Champions League final. Why should I pay $5,000 for my fucking football club? Why? Come on, man. $5,000. Where are we gonna get that from?
Bunda.
Yeah, that's like when you look at everything in like the film, the music industries and stuff, they've all been destroyed. And football was next on the agenda. And
of course it is. It's commercial though, JK. It's all commercial shit, mate.
Yeah.
Look at our players, what they were wearing, handbags and shit like that.
Yeah, what's going on there? What's going on there, bro? Like, so what's like, bro?
Handbags.
We don't need to see you dressed up like that. We don't need that. Like, be a geezer and fucking give that handbag to your wife. It's like, come on, bro. You know what I mean?
The guy's walking around with a handbag like a woman. And he's got a headband on top of that too. He's got a headband like this every single game. Like, what is going on with that game? Imagine playing as Graham Souness and he sees that on the pitch. He'd be running after you, chopping your leg off. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah, tell you.
It's a feminization of men. You know, they're trying to soften men.
Oh, 100%. You know that.
For years, you know, because like they want to make men weak, so it's easier to control them. It's as simple as that. They ain't gonna tell you to be logical. They don't want logical people. They want dumb fuckers. Yeah. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, but it's the truth, though, JK. You know that it's the truth. It's not even a lie. It's the actual truth. He's not making up any stories here, guys. Like people don't want to talk. People don't want to talk about things like this. It's just fucking truth. It's the actual truth.
And the thing is, when you
men are becoming soft now. Where's the art of the tackle gone? Where is the crunching tackles gone? That we used to enjoy. That used to when we used to do the first few minutes of the game, someone's going to get into it. and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
the game is set for everybody else. You know, the
Yeah,
tempo is set.
yeah.
Where's that gone?
Where's that gone?
Come
That
on,
meant,
man.
look, when you look at Arnie Slot, his way of football is the modern day world of football. Soft.
Yeah.
Soft. It's like, let's play first. These guys are training all fucking week for this game on Saturday, bro. And you're conserving their energy. What? They got another game tomorrow, have they? They ain't got another game until another week. Like,
finished,
this is the way football is now. It's come very.
They've killed our game, man.
It like these players are more bothered about getting photo shoots done, and I don't mind getting photo shoots done because that's part and parcel of the game. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
get your game right first, and that photo shoot looks even better. You get me, bro? So I think these guys are a bit. They need to get their house in order. Like this, when we get back into the Premier League and everything now, come in.
Yeah.
This next Saturday, it all kicks off. For me, the most important part of the season now. Okay, Arnie Slot is the guy who's going to take us into them games. I can't believe it. We are, you know. I thought in this international break, we'll have enough time to sort this little mess out. It ain't happening. So we've got to go to the church, the mosque, the God, everything. We need to start praying, bros. You get me, bro? We're going to do a minute silence every day before we do a show. We've got to do something.
Look what they did to
gonna
me,
go
man.
on
I
after
lost
this?
my bloody composure, man, because of the idiots like that, man.
Yeah, but bro, when guys come out with comments like that, when you drop facts, you know, this world we live in, people, when you try to be a good person in this world,
And not only that, he's a Liverpool fan and he's using that word victims. You know what I mean? Do you know what victims is?
What?
You know what victims actually represents? You fucking dickhead. You know what I mean? That's what we've been called for the 97. And you're using shit like that. Fuck off, man.
you know what makes me laugh is like leave the UK if you don't like it. But at the end of the day, do you chuck your
Victim
rubbish on the
complex.
floor when you're walking in the UK? I never took nothing on the floor. It's a rule I have with me. I don't chuck anything on the floor. It's always in a bin. But these guys who love England,
I hate that word. I
I took him
really
rubbish on the
hate
floor
that
all
word,
the
that
time.
victim word. I really hate that victim. Because you
Yeah,
know what they
exactly.
use it for every single time, guys. You know what they use it for. And now we've got a guy who's saying he's a Liverpool fan using the victim word, man. Get the heck out of here, man. Get the fuck out, man. Idiot, man. Stupid, man.
No, but he's just a troll, isn't he?
No, but you can't use words like that if you're a Liverpool fan. What are you using victim words for, man? I don't need you to use that in here. Question: thoughts on who will play in defence next season when they are all fit? Well, Konate might not even be here, bro. That's the first one. Jaquet maybe, and Leone and Van Dijk. That's the three defenders. Maybe Gomez will stay. Maybe, I don't know. But we
I'm
do
more
need
bothered about
another.
what's gonna
Do you
happen
guys
next
agree?
week.
Do you guys agree that we should get another experienced centre back?
Yeah, because look, these two guys now, they ain't going to be ready to start pre-season because the World Cup's on, so they've got time to get fit and stuff. But I just feel these two guys are not even going to be on the subs bench when the season starts.
They're young as well, man.
You know what I mean? So realistically, them two getting injured hasn't been great luck. You know what I mean? But I just think we've got other sort of things going on right now that are more important. And for me, this month of April is damn important for what's going to happen to our season, bro. Football, I don't like wasting a season. We're wasting a season now. We're champions and we're playing like a bunch of donkeys. Realistically, you should have got that energy from last season and brought it into this season and win a double or win a league and a FA Cup or a league and a Champions League, God knows. But Arnie Slot needs to realise right now that what's coming up right now is his life, is his football managerial career all in a bubble. This is the most important time of his managerial career. Man City in the Cup, PSG, Fulham, PSG. Bang, 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 4 games. He's got to win them all.
Yeah.
But I just think that he doesn't. I think he doesn't really care. I just think he doesn't care. I just think at the end of the day, sort of like, you know, the way he goes about things is like he doesn't care. Like, we come off to one of the worst results at the end of the day that we could have come off against Brighton. We didn't play good and we didn't deserve to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now and he knows at the end that he knows what we've got coming up. He knows we've got Man City coming up. He knows we've got PSG coming up, and so forth. Yeah. The first thing he does and then is fly out from Manchester Airport to go back to Holland in his 2-week break. you know what I mean? Instead of like working with the players that you have got there,
Yeah.
that haven't gone off for friendlies and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe work with some of the academy players and that to sort of like say, well look, you know, if it gets like if it starts going Pete Tong,
Yeah.
someone saying I can bring these guys in.
Yeah.
You feel me, right? Instead of you doing that, you're going to Holland. Do you know what I mean? So it's like he doesn't really care. Even when he does so many substitutions, the people he takes off, the people he puts on, he's like he doesn't really care.
I
That's
told
what-
you guys, man. I'm not gonna stand by it until I see Javi Alonso through the door. I said what I said. I said the reason he's comfortable is because he's been told his job is safe still. That's what I think. Because the manager, if a manager is under pressure, he doesn't act like this. He will do everything. He will play different players. He will try something different to win games. But he just goes in there with the same attitude every game that we watch him, and he hasn't changed all season, guys. That's how it is. That's and like I said to you guys before off screen, I said like he's been told what he told probably the hierarchies what should have happened last season is happening this season. So let me ask you guys a question: if this was last season, what we're seeing now, would you sack him? If this was his first season, what we're doing now?
Yeah, he look good. I didn't put it in there, right?
No, but I'm saying, like, in general, do you think people will go have a go at him and get him the sack, or they're going to just ride along and obviously see the improvements?
Yeah, but other people will probably ride along, sort of
Yeah.
like, seeing his improvements. But
Yeah,
like,
but I
there's
think he
no
won the
point
league.
yeah, but he's
Go
not
on,
part
go on,
of
Rodz.
asking me. Sorry, it's not part of asking me because I didn't want him to cover the first.
Yeah.
But I can understand what you're saying. Other people might have said, "Oh, give him a chance, because they have done that before with the likes of Brendan Rodgers,
Yeah.
with the likes of like, you know what is if Roy Hodgson and they didn't say the things that he said, they probably would have persisted with him to the end of the season. I'm telling you, they'll probably persist him to the end of the season, and he probably we probably would have finished like 10th or 11th. You know what I mean? If he said all the right things.
Mm-hmm.
It's only because he was saying all the wrong things, and he was like, it was like he was a Alex Ferguson sympathizer. He was like he was that. Do you know what I mean? He's just like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That we said, nah, fuck this guy. Piss off. Because he even lost the respect from his backing staff like Sammy Lee and all them sorts.
Yeah.
He didn't want to deal with him. Like one game against Leicester, and I think that we're losing against Leicester. And he looked at Sammy Lee. We saw it. He looked at Sammy Lee, right? And I asked Sammy Lee, and I think that he goes, "Well, what shall I do? We've got any ideas? You know what I mean? Yeah. Now you're supposed to be able to go to your number two and everything that, right? And you and your number two are supposed to talk, and then you both figure out a way of sort of like either getting into the game, getting back into the game, or not conceding any goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? He turned to Sammy Lee and everything that he was. I asked him a question, and Sammy Lee just went, and just looked away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had no respect. He had no respect at the day from sort of like his staff there.
Yeah.
They didn't respect him because of the things he said. And not so long after that, right, he gets sacked. He didn't leave, he got sacked. Because he wasn't saying and doing the right things.
Yeah.
You know? It's only because like Arnie Slot and he may not be doing the right things in relation to the team and getting us obviously the victories and so forth. He may not be doing the right things, but like he's saying the right things. And he's doing the right things for them, for FSG.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You know? Because remember, if you remember, we had that bad sort of like turn results and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did they choose to do to make it better? They had a PR stunt round the round table.
There you go.
They had
No advertising, no preparation. All of a sudden, out of the blue. Yeah.
out the blue to tell us how good the structure is and how pleased are we are.
How the players are missing Jota. They've been distracted. Yeah.
And then how sort of like Arnie Slot is pleased to be working for sort of like Richard Hughes, and it was like it was like a bum fest between them two. Richard Hughes and Arnie Slot. It's like a bum fest, mate.
Yeah.
Seriously. I thought I literally thought something gonna any minute now.
I don't think people read into it, Unks. I don't think people read into it because if you hear them, they will talk about this season being a write-off. That's how I took it.
Yeah, but I thought any minute now, right? Yeah, Richard Hughes gonna get on his knees and propose to Arnie Slot. You know what I mean? It's just like one of them.
And when you lower the expectations, bro, it's better for them when you lower the expectations.
Yeah.
Hence why they said it's a write-off. You know what I mean? Less pressure for them. It's a bit crafty for me the way they run it. Sometimes I don't like it. I don't like crafty things, you know.
No.
And we run like a government. And I've never been a fan of these owners, but for once they sort of put their hands in their pocket and bought a lot of players and this, that, and the other. And I thought, okay, fair play. But the way they've allowed Slot, look, if the season's changed around, like the only reason people are still moaning, even though Arnie Slot won the Premier League last season. Yeah, they'd be moaning this. So it don't really matter if this was his first season, we would have been still moaning. I think, 100%. Yeah. Because you can see the ambition in the players. As you said before, the players portray the manager's mindset. Yeah. What? Chilled out, put your feet up. Yeah. Have a drink. You know what I mean? Is that the sort of mindset the manager's got? It's too casual for me. And for me, what he does is gambles games. Because if you're going thinking, okay, we're away to Galatasaray in the Champions League and the away goals don't count as double, I'll be happy with a 0-0 or a 1-0 loss. Not thinking, you know what, let's put this game to bed, let's smash on 3-0 and we'll make the second leg a bit of a cozy fest. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So things like this, bro, are all accumulating for me now into a stage where this manager is really sort of questioning, like, is he even a good manager? I'm not even on about Liverpool because he's too casual. You can't. It's not
terrible,
your energy.
It's terrible.
It's not your energy they're using. You tell them.
You know what it is, Jacob? You brought a good point there because if you think about it, like is he a good manager? No. Is he relating to the fans? No. What does he really bring other than like moaning every game that we watch? I mean, when we lose, like, you know what I mean? He even blames the players if someone's getting booed. You know what I mean?
There you go.
There's no attachment to Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool Football Club is about the fans. Liverpool Football Club is about emotions. Liverpool Football Club is about the togetherness. And if you haven't got all that intact and you separate all that stuff from the football club, this is the performances you're going to get. What did Jurgen learn about Liverpool? He went back in history to learn about how Liverpool was strong, and then he brought back that mentality back to our football club. And that's why we was together. And now you look at our players, we're arguing nowadays, we're saying who's the best and all this stuff. The players are not even, it's just, when I watch us, it's just a play on the pitch, it's just players who are individuals. It's not even a team anymore, what we watch. Yeah. It's sad. It's really, really sad because that's what we're getting at the moment, guys. And a lot has to be, answered at the end of the season because he should be nowhere near our football club the way he's been acting as a head coach as well. You know what I mean? Because he gives the tactics away in the press conferences, and he doesn't take responsibilities. There's always, excuse behind every loss that we get. It's just too much, man. Too much of the same, and it's getting to the point. It's getting boring. Even those, hardcore fans that's been supporting Arne Slot throughout his obviously time at Liverpool have given up too. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show. There's an actual exit point, exit zone for everybody else at some point of their support for anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Yes, you won us the league last season, but we should not be as bad as this season. We should be much better.
I think a lot more fans they should have spoke out when he was coming in. Should have spoke out because I'm not being funny. I was one of the few people in the day that was saying that this is not going to work. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not going to work out because what I saw at the day. All right, put it this way: if we was going to get a Ten Hag at the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. I can probably say at the end of the day there's probably an argument for that. Yeah, an argument for that because of the fact that the way that he got sort of like Ajax playing in the Dutch league, he got playing some good football, right? and they literally got to the semi-finals of the Champions League second season. Do you know what I mean? And they was good for it.
Yeah.
It's just that sort of like Tottenham did have a good side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People like Lucas Moura, Song, and you know, Kane and a few others. They did have a good.
Yeah.
They had a really good side. Do you know what I mean? You know, so there would have been argument, but from what I saw of Arne Slot, do you know what I mean? You know, nothing really, and they tickled me. Nothing really impressed me.
Yeah.
And plus as well, if you look at Ten Hag, and these people knew about Ten Hag.
Yeah.
People knew about him. We didn't know nobody knew anything really about Arne Slot.
Yeah.
All they knew at the day that he was coming from Feyenoord, and he won the league with Feyenoord, and he won the cup with I think he won the cup with them as well, didn't he?
And he was in,
yeah.
And he was in Terminator 1 and 2. That's all I knew.
Nobody really knew about him. I said to myself, that's what I said, and like he hasn't got that experience that we need, right? Yeah, to follow somebody like Klopp.
Yeah,
you may not be able to get sort of like obviously a guy that's in the same mold as Klopp that's going to do the things that Klopp's done and everything like that, because there's only one Klopp.
Yeah.
But at least you can get somebody with the experience of a Klopp. You know what I mean? That's been around, that's done stuff, and won stuff in different places. You know, you needed that. Put it this way, you needed somebody of like a Ancelotti standard, something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To follow something like Klopp, because Klopp did an amazing thing. You don't go to that, because I think what you're doing when you go to something like Slot Night, you're regressing.
Yeah.
You are regressing, and what is it now? We're seeing it now. Now at the day that he's now to the fact that he's got his players in now.
Yeah.
He's got rid of these other players.
Yeah.
And he's got a 15-man squad, which he wanted. Remember the day he's got everything that he's wanted.
Yeah.
He's got right. Yeah. Now we're seeing the true him now.
Yeah.
And it's not good. It's not good. And meanwhile, what is it now? People like the board and all that. I don't think it's so much as probably FSG and himself, but the board. The board and they are trying.
No, FSG is part of it. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. Hell no.
I want.
I know their game, mate. They're being typical Americans, as they always are. They take themselves out of the situation, so everybody else gets the blame. No. You're to blame too, mate, because you're still holding on to this fucker.
No, they don't.
Real ownership don't act like that. They get rid of shit like this.
What it is with these people, the FSG, they would never be sort of like render the blame. You know what I mean? They'll never be blameless in this. You know what I mean? We can say it, and it's probably not so much as them, but like the people sort of like on the board, the people on the board, and the people like Michael Edwards and co, and that appointed this fucker in the first place. Arne Slot. What they're trying to do now, they're trying to save face. They're trying to make it work, like the same thing as what we discussed before. Buzz, we discussed it before. They tried to make it work like Brendan Rodgers. What did they do with Brendan Rodgers flopping after that good season he had when he nearly won the league? Yeah, played some fantastic.
I said that. Yeah.
What did he do after that? He was flopping.
Decreased. Yeah, he made it even worse.
He got decreased for it. And then what is the last game of the season? Steve Gerrard's last game, we got beaten 6-1.
Is that?
Yeah.
Because the fact and most of the fact was it, and you put Emma Shannon as a right of the three at the back. Yeah. Right. You dropped Gerrard into a DM. Gerrard's never a DM. Right. So they were just running through our midfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did they do? That same with the end of the season and beginning
it's so similar, isn't it? It's so similar to them. Yeah?
All they did with Brendan Rodgers, they got rid of his backroom staff, gave us a new backroom staff, gave him another 80 million to spend, and then he was gone by December.
Yeah, October, yeah.
Oh, sorry, October. He's gone by October.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I can see them probably doing the same thing to
Oh,
our
they're
list.
doing it. They're doing it. They're
You know
doing
what I
it.
mean?
They're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen this time when we try to go and get that good manager like we did with Klopp? Yeah, right. Xabi Alonso's not going to be available.
Oh hell no.
He's
He's
going to
probably chosen some other club by that time. You know.
go something for that. Then what we're going to do in the day? We're gonna regress again.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for
Go back to the good old days of having poor players because nobody wants to join Liverpool. People forget about that.
And that's what I mean about this manager. When what it is in like human life, what I noticed is that Bob Paisley and Shankly and that Bob Paisley learned from Shankly and respected him in his next when he took over as manager. And what happened that they carried on with that, like the boot room style. And what it is with this guy, he hasn't got the DNA to be like thinking, you know what, Jurgen Klopp did that top job. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in slowly and benefit from that. And look what happened. The same team from Klopp gave him a league title and put a smile on his face and a bigger wage, maybe. So, and what did he do in return? He's thinking, you know what? I need to get rid of everyone who's got a little connection to Klopp.
Jurgen, yeah.
Darwin, Harvey Elliott, Kwanzaa,
Diaz.
So a lot of players, and yeah, some of them wanted to leave, but a majority of them didn't want to leave. Okay, so this guy has annoyed me in that way, where he didn't respect the old regime, and players have to move on. Don't get me wrong.
So don't do that. You can't do it that fast, though. You can't do it that fast, could you?
You can't do it that fast. It's disrespectful, bro. He sort of tore out the spine and the soul out of the team. The soul being the operative word. He just ripped it out, and since then we're paying soulless football. Harvey Elliott, he's got a soul. He loves Liverpool. Kwanzaa, he's got a soul. Love to play for Liverpool. He shipped them two guys straight out. He didn't give a damn. He's like, you know what, you're Jurgen's boys. See you later. That's disrespectful. Is it him?
Because he's an idiot. He's an idiot. I tell you why he's an idiot. Because all this time since he came to England, all the reporters, like I said many times, people forget the reporters that come to the press conferences. They're Man United fans, they're Arsenal fans, they're Chelsea fans, they're Man City fans. They're gonna ask you those hard-hitting questions. They're always gonna say to you, "What do you think of you winning the league with Jurgen's tactics and Jurgen's team?"
Yeah.
And then a real good manager would ignore things like that. You know what I mean? If I was me, I'd say, "Yeah, it's fantastic." You know what I mean? He left me a great team.
That's Liverpool way.
Yeah, it's a Liverpool way. And then instead of that, he took that as an offence and he tried to change things from top to bottom. And now look at the outcome. We're in trouble. You know what I mean? We're so bad. In the normal season, we should be about 13th or 14th, in the normal season. If you look at the way, I think we're in the second bottom or something like that in form-wise. Yeah,
which
so
1 point in 9, bro.
There you go,
1 point in fucking 9, and we played the worst two teams in the league.
There you go, bro.
Wolves and Tottenham. Okay, so hence why I don't know what the hell's going on, because for me the international break is going to be done in a few days, and it's back to
Man City away, bro. Man City away.
So Slot's in charge. Slot really needs to be serious about his football managerial career right now, because when you're trying to build up a portfolio of your self-image of being a serious football manager, you've got Klopp who's singing your fucking name at the last game he had for Liverpool. He's singing your name, bro. So you disrespected him in that way. Klopp came to Liverpool on Saturday, bro. The fans were cheering for him and everything. It was mad. You felt the same vibe as when he was here.
It was beautiful, bro. That's
missing, bro. That's missing.
You could see what's missing. You're spot on, JK. You could see what's missing as soon as you saw Klopp the other day. The atmosphere, the environment. It was even sold out, bro. Exhibition, like it's sold out more than the regular games. It goes to show, bro. Like what we're missing, it just shows we miss this guy, and you could see he misses it as well. You could see the way he was walking around and talking to people. He misses Liverpool as well, because what they always say, innit? There's an old saying: when you leave Liverpool, life is never the same, isn't it? So he feels there. Yeah, he feels.
Thiago was there.
Thiago hasn't even stayed at Liverpool that long, and look at him. Look how much he loves Liverpool already. You know what I'm saying? So it just
I'll
goes
play
to show.
him against Man City. I would, and against PSG.
What a shame, man.
What a shame. He was like a DNM. He was there like a DM, man. He was getting stuck in and everything, and it was good. I was like, yo, That's a footballer there. Shame he
Yeah.
got a hip injury. What takes that a year to get recovered
What a
from.
player, bro. What a
What a
player.
player.
He should come
He's
back.
born with that talent.
Man.
He's
Come
an
off the
actual
bench, innit? Come
footballer.
off the bench and change the games, bro. You know what I mean? They could do something like that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I love to have Thiago involved still. Oh, my days.
Yeah, come back as well, the coaching staff, man.
Yeah, he knows his ball. He knows how to play football.
Mac is asking a question, guys. Yeah, guys, apologies if I lost the plot. I don't think I lost the plot. I just don't. I just don't like people who just think that they could say whatever they want. You know what I mean? And come on people's channels and trying to threaten me like with something. Oh, I'm gonna press the unsubscribe button. Oh, I'm gonna die. What the hell is gonna happen to me? You know what I mean? Freaking hell, right? Relax, man. But yeah, Mac is asking a question. No offense intended. He's asking about the clap for Jota in the 20th minute. What do you guys think about that? Should it continue next season or should it stop?
No, I think stop. I think we.
Sorry, guys.
I think
Excuse
end of the, stop that. I wonder what I was doing there.
Yeah,
I think you should stop for next season because I think what we've done, we've honored him a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll never forget him. Do you know what I mean? You know. So yeah, you know, we're do all this season and they. Do you know what I mean? But I think some of the things like that you don't need to prolong it. You know what I mean? You know, you don't have to prolong it. I think one season is enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
His wife and his kids, and they know how Wolves Football Club feel about him, and know how Liverpool Football Club feel about him. Do you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
even people in the city, they know how he feel about Jota. Because remember, you got to think about it, yeah, right? If his wife and kids at the day want to watch a Liverpool game, you know they don't have to pay to get in.
Yeah.
You know they just
Exactly,
walk.
man.
They walk straight in. Same with Wolves, didn't they? To watch a Wolves
Yeah.
game, they just walk straight in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought it was a really good touch when we played Wolves at that time.
Mhm.
And on the 80th minute, it was on the 20th minute they done it. The 20th minute, all sections of the fans that they was clapping and singing Jota's name.
Yeah.
And I was at the Molyneux. It was all section of fans at the end there. No, I think that one was at Anfield. I think. No, it was at Molyneux.
Yeah, it's the Molyneux,
Yeah, that
man.
man, yeah.
They had the number 18. Liverpool had number 20.
Yeah, and there was everybody, all corner section of fans were just clapping and singing. You know what I mean? I thought, you know what? That's when you know that you got a special somebody, something like that special.
Oh yeah.
And
He's done a lot for both clubs, isn't it? So.
yeah, Jota at the end of the day, he was that sort of guy at the end of the day that you'd be happy to call a friend.
Yeah.
You'd be happy to call a husband. Do you know what I mean?
You just know he's a sound guy.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean, JK? Because remember at the day, like his wife that he married at the day, remember they've been together ever since they're 13 years old.
Kids, yeah.
13 years old. Imagine that, 13 years old. Yeah. And up until now, and I think you know what it is? I really feel it for her.
Yeah.
I really feel it for her, and I think to be with someone that long, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Childhood sweethearts, and then you get devastated by that. It's just like, and that's what a week or so after they got married or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. They got married recently. Yeah, before
they got married recently, and he scored the first goal of this last season when we won the league. He scored the first goal for us.
Yeah.
Ipswich away. Yeah.
Do you know something as well? Right? What is mad as well? People sort of like talk about how obviously Salah, you know what I mean, how he, how emotional he got, you know what I mean, in that game and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But people need to share a thought at the end of the day for Konate. Konate and Jota were next door neighbours, right? And what would happen at the day, there'd be times that the day Konate would be around his house, eating food, having to laugh and joke with his wife and kids and all that, right? And then what would happen is Jota would bring his wife and kids round to his house.
Yeah.
They was just like eating each other's houses constantly, do you know what I mean?
That's good, yeah.
So like, when you look at Konate a lot of people don't realize this. Kanate lost a really true friend, a proper true friend. You know what I mean? Because remember, they've got the same kind of personality. Kanate and Jota got the same kind of personality, that jokey fight personality, want to be happy and this and that. Do you know what I mean? You get what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, so they was compatible in that way as friends. You know what I mean? So I felt it for Kanate as well. I really felt it for him.
Yeah. I agree with you, Unks. I agree with you, man. Let me just see what question Ravi's asking before we get out of here. 2 hours it did, man. Question: do you see Trey and Rio getting much game time under this manager? I have no idea, bro. I don't think so. He's going to be in and out of the team every single time, Ravi. That's how I see it when I'm watching.
You need Alonso. You need Alonso.
You need someone that can work with the youth. And from what we've gathered with this head coach, it's like he's being forced to use these kids, not like he wants them to play. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? Yeah, they sold a league-winning team. Yeah, we agree 100%.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Mad.
I put who is the greatest LFC player of all time. Kenny Dalglish has won the poll with 43%. Steven Gerrard second with 21%. Rush is third with 14%, and other 21%. So yeah, Kenny Dalglish, but many say it's Steven Gerrard. Maybe they haven't watched Kenny Dalglish. That's the thing. Yeah, Unks, where can people find you, man? What's going on with you? Have you got anything coming up?
I may do a show tomorrow. Me and Copfather may do a show tomorrow.
Nice one.
I'm not sure what time. I'm not sure it's going to be 9:30 or 11:30, one of the two. But we may do a show tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then let's find me at Uncle Rodz TV, bro.
Yeah, what about you? Big up,
Uncle Rodz TV.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
what about you?
You need to do that as a thing on the show.
Intro or something.
I've got that as an intro, isn't it? It's like it's in a Gary style, isn't it? And it's a woman. Uncle Rodz TV, like and subscribe. Hit the comic section.
Yeah, man.
What about you, JK?
Yeah, I'm probably on 12 Man show. Bless up 12 Man.
Bless up.
And probably Brian's as well. I was on Aussies the other day. Bless up to Aussie as well.
Oh, bless up to Aussie, man. What man.
Top lad.
He's a good lad. I love that lad. He's a good lad.
He needs more support from everybody. That's what he needs.
Yeah, good lad.
Yeah, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be today at 10. I should be
big
back.
Games today, bro. World Cup, Italy, Turkey, all them guys.
What I can't believe is when we're near the World Cup and they're still playing qualifiers. What the hell is
mad,
going on?
innit?
That's
it's
crazy.
Mad. These guys are going to organize.
They should have finished it a while ago. They should have finished this a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm dancing to the song, Copfather says. Yeah, guys, if it come off wrong, what I said, like, I apologize. You know what I mean? I don't mean every American. I mean these corporate people. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? You can support Liverpool as much as you want. I just don't. I hate people that come to our game that don't want to be part of the game. If you know what I mean, understand the game and love the game like we do. Because I don't believe our owners love the game. I really don't. You know what I mean, that's how I come off angry at these people. It's nothing to do with people that love the team. No matter where you are in the world, you can support Liverpool. I'm not here to stop you supporting Liverpool. I'm not that powerful. But yeah, it's just like I just can't stand the corporate side of the game anymore. And when people that don't love the game come into the game, it just is a mirror image of the actual. If you look at it across, you know what I mean. So. I just want footballing people to be in charge of football clubs. The people that understand the game and can give us things back in return that we deserve, instead of like always advertising us and making it corporate and making it less interesting for us. As we said, think about it this way, guys. Like nowadays, kids are buying kits like a shirt, like the players are wearing for over £100. How do you charge kids for that? That's what I don't understand. How can you charge anyone for that much money? Everything that we buy nowadays is like over £100. It's over the, like people work hard to get this money, and you're just making them pay it in one go. and they have to go back to work and work hard again, make themselves tired, make themselves ill to go to get that money back and all that stuff. It's not right, man. It's not right, man. Think about football. Used to be people's game. It used to be the people's game, but it's no longer the people's game. It's become the rich man's game now, and that's the way it's heading. And we need to end this right now before it gets out of hand, in my opinion. But yeah, people, like, share, and subscribe. And I apologize if you thought I was talking about you. No, I'm talking about the corporate side. I don't do the corporate side, and it's becoming a joke, in my opinion. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be today at some point.
Subscribe. Yeah, take care.
Take care.
Bless up. One love.
One love.
Peace.